snow cone. Ice in my veins and a cold flow. I'm getting cash overseas by the boatload. You wanna ride my wave? That's a no-go. Senoritas going loco. Make it bounce like a pogo. All my haters see rojo. They big mad cause they coming up short like Frodo. Activate the beast mode. I keep it hot, give your brain a heat stroke. You ain't a big shot, you some basic B-roll. The world is mine, like my name's Pacino. Hey, it's Nico, I guess I'm back. Catch me in the fast lane on the right track. And my shorty is a 10 like a dime bag. Got me feeling like a millie, check the price tag. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip-hop, ain't no time for pit stops. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip-hop, cause my style. No time for daydreams. All my brothers get money, we call it gang green. Just another day, but our focus still on the same thing. Us against everyone else, I recommend you change teams. Who the hottest in the city? We the top two. You said your music was litty, but that is not true. Just being honest, you should really just stop, fool. Matter of fact, empty no pockets, give me that watch too. My mind is wicked, that's why I spit it so hostile. Freaky girls in the crib, it's like I live in a brothel. All I spit is Leviticus, but I'm not an apostle. My nuts hang low, long and they colossal. Black trader black, she messiah to the misfits. Run circles, run these rappers to my shin splits. You a little late to the party, baby, I've been lit. If you ain't on the friend list, you better mind your business.
Walk on stage into the
वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम गाइस, वेलकम वेलकम। कैसे हो आप लोग, बताओ यार। मैं जस्ट आ चुका हूँ वापस, थोड़ा हड़बड़ी में आया हूँ, लेकिन यस आई मेड इट इन टाइम एटलीस्ट। लेट्स गो। फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड कल आना बेटे, कल। ओ माय गॉड, ओ माय फेवरेट। तेरी भैंस की आँख, कांट वेस्ट। अबे इसको भाई क्या बताऊं अब।
It's gonna be a really rough feeling.
क्या बोलूं, बिल्लो बग्गे बिलिया बिलिया दा की करेंगी। अबे इतना लोड काहे हो रहा है रे। हेलो ट्विच, हेलो ट्विच ला, व्हाट्स हैपनिंग।
Especially considering that you still might, you still get.
That would really sting, with the potential.
Yes.
They've already started off. Go halfway through. It just map drop. I'm a little sad we're not gonna see.
What is happening to Twitch, guys? Oh my god, oh he came live. Yeah. Let's go. अरे यार पहले इनको ठीक करने दो, पहले रुक जाओ यार। ट्विच वालों क्या कर रहे हो यार, क्यों कर रहे हो ऐसा। क्या क्यूटी पाई हैज कम गाइस। अरे 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 ब्रो इज इन इट्स हिज एवोल्यूशन फेज और व्हाट। अभी इतना रुक क्यों रहा है। और एक बार रुका मैं। भाई तू तो गया बेटा, तू खत्म। रुको, किधर गया ये।
No change on the side of PRX Global Esports though. We are going to be seeing that Vice.
देखो बीच में से हो रहा है, फिर रुक रहा है।
Not many teams bring out.
भाई इसमें नहीं चला सकते, रुको इसको हटाओ। इस पे करेंगे ट्विच।
whoever wins actually locks in playoffs does matter quite a bit. A bit more weight for Global Esports perhaps as well, because their next opponents, you know, we've got Nongshim on the cards. Things can get tossed up in this group once again, and you know, their next a slight chance. You know, I do feel as though there's more weight, and G definitely wants to lock it in. Now for the comp, this is something that we see a little bit from the Americas region.
Tossed up in
It's
this
NRG and crew that play this comp as well.
Yeah, so, you know, we have seen that a little bit over there. Maybe some influence for Global Esports coming in. They've got quite an array of a coaching staff, so they've got plenty of the boys on the coaching staff team to watch some of the VODs over there and get some of those ideas flowing. I've seen GE be quite dynamic with some of their comps, but is that going to be good enough to beat an 0-7 matchup scoreline between Frost and Alex, and the fact that Global Esports as an organization has never beaten PRX? Doesn't matter how far back you go, they have never beaten them. They were very close, and in fact on Split, it was the closest map of all of them the last two times these teams played. Was 14-12, I believe, in the favor of
now
PRX.
It's okay, guys.
Very winnable series. Very winnable series for GE, and just in the last series we saw everybody predict against RRQ.
All set,
now
guys,
everyone's
all set.
predicted
I think
against
sound is
GE,
clear.
and I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned, Quack.
I know, this definitely could be the
भाई
first
दोनों का
time
same
that G
condition
actually
है
takes the dub,
इन्होंने
but
भी दो
that
जीता एक
all
हारा है
comes
इन्होंने
down
भी
to
दो
this
जीता
match. So
एक
let's
हारा
make
है
like a banana and split GE on the attack.
Hate it here.
Just the neon for now over a ramp. We saw it last week. Team Secret and PRX right off the rip are just as ready.
Let's go.
Hi, Udatan. Nice knowing you, buddy. GE, in the meantime, though, they're in the garage like a bunch of mechanics. They're looking to fix up this round the best they can.
Yeah, no one's home.
भाई इधर एक बार चैट के लिए घुमा और रिटर्न खत्म.
PRX have spotted them. It's a bit of a weird wall from the defense. Might see that one on Twitter later as Crystal gets the plant down.
Even extending their reach a little bit towards back CT.
You have the Arc Rose to try to set up order from aggressive play hand in hand with Xavi 8K. There's a snake bite in reply as PRX start to make some moves on the flank.
Towards garage and the
What?
smoke.
What?
Oh my god, the shots through it. Something. When do you ever see that against Frost out? That's when.
भाई
Yeah.
साहब.
3 kills for Jing. Round's well and truly over.
Hello Yash bhai,
Come on,
welcome to
Dubai.
the stream.
Yeah.
G fighting guys, G fighting.
Let's give him the showstopper.
Key streamer with she's
Especially given the last game that Jing had to play against GE on this map. I believe like 3 or 4 times his showstopper got eaten by the interceptor just on Split, and then it happened on Bind a whole bunch as well.
क्या मारा रे उसको?
Back and kick off.
उड़ान को भाई
Well, something in Jing
टान करके मारा है.
is the dynamic duelist duo that you want to see fragging like crazy
Something ने
on
भाई
this
गलत
map.
मारा smoke के through वाला.
Already a bad sign
Legit
for
guys.
GE.
Oh, my game just lagged.
Okay.
यार
Good
ये
to see
नाक
them
वाला
out,
मेरे
though.
को भी चाहिए यार, इससे मतलब ये खुल जाता है ना तो आराम
Just
लगता है
another
सुना
Tuesday.
ऐसा करके
It's Friday, Quack.
करके हवा आ सकता अंदर.
Sometimes get your days mixed up, but not going to happen for now with PRX. Forsaken quickly
Jump
backing
pick, jump
off.
pick.
Tucking into the back of the site. Still has
और
some
बूढ़ा
power
और
to
farm
work
कर,
with
और
as GE
farm कर,
pick
और
up the
farm
pace
कर
into
कोई
him.
Trailblazer does scout out the rest of A as well, so should be a comfortable rotation for PRX over.
Nice
No
shot,
though.
Dudo, nice
Quick slide
shot.
with Yudotan.
Bit of revenge
ये
for the last
personality
round.
देखकर
As
ही
the wall does go
जीत
down any
जाएगा.
second here for GE. They need to
वही
buy
तो
some
बाकी
more
है
time.
यार.
Nobody wants to peek heaven for
वही
the time
उसी की
being.
तो
They're
कमी
waiting
है,
for the gas.
personality तो नहीं है.
Yeah, especially with the guns that they do have. You got the Vise Flash set up already, though. Or the Thorns. And that's going to be another obstacle for PRX to deal with. Smokes off towards Heaven, but Divide in position. Out with a flying dodge! And that's 3 players all hammered down.
Department does good to try to keep things competitive,
भाई.
taking a couple more guns away from PRX, but
भाई,
despite
Jing
losing
क्या कर रहा है
Forsaken in the back
भाई?
of the site,
क्यों?
PRX still
Team
well
को
and
कैसे मार
truly
दिया
in the
वहाँ पे?
driver's seat because Jing is still on the raise, let's be honest. Judge handed over to him, now he's got the showstopper ready to go into the bonus. And you don't have the veto anymore to be eating the rocket.
Oh my god.
Yep.
टीम को कैसे मार दिया वहाँ पे?
What he's known for.
He's so
Nice
quick.
DJ. Let's go, boys.
He's not
JJ,
whipping out the
तेरी.
shots as well. That's going to be showstopper round 3.
Couple of shotguns in the mix. 3 shotties here for PRX. B main control taken early on here by
भाई साहब
GE.
क्या रे मारा रे उधर उसको?
Not
much more movement around the map. They were quite passive outside of
Mundura
A,
diya bhai
worried
uska.
that there might be a set play straight out A from PRX. Something on the off angle takes a
The
chunk
Crystal
out
one
of Crystal,
HP.
dashes away.
I'll be damned.
Guys, do like the
Bit more
stream.
control for GE now.
Like नहीं कर रहे हो यार, stream देख लो, like कर दो भाई.
Both Crystal and Uditan battered and bruised. In goes the showstopper looking for Patman. G against his former teammate. Oh, that's great movement. They're all so low though.
Well, they're still going to look to explode outside of mailroom, but PRX are very much prepared. It's going to be Javi with a slight trade back. Smokes off towards screens. But
भाई बाई round है, हंसो
he got
मत.
Forsaken outside, still
दिख
on
ही
the
नहीं रहा है कोई
site
पीछे.
with shotgun in hand, upgraded to a rifle.
One-sided
Another
होगा
player
क्या
getting
आज?
taken down, and now this is bonus for PRX.
This is looking like it's about to be a stomp.
मैं
Patman,
तो
though,
आपको बोला ही था
at
पिछले
least
मैच में
taking
regarding
one
the
down with
players.
him,
अरे
edging on the off angle. Not going to be so
तेरी
easy to
भैंस की
flatten. As he said,
तेरी
3-0
भैंस
for
की आँख.
PRX. Bonus picked up. The Outlaw finding value. Forsaken waiting in the wings with a judge. And a showstopper to go looking for the lurk outside of
थोड़ा
A.
casual नहीं लग रहा है
So
जी
many
आज.
things that went
लेकिन हारेंगे तो
so
क्या ही
well in
जाएगा.
that round for PRX.
Round B. One enemy remains.
A little bit less so for GE, unfortunately.
सही पकड़े हैं.
3 shots.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of talking about it on the desk, but
अब
even
तो
just
save
from the
round.
walkout, you could tell they were in a mood.
4-0. फिर 5-1 नहीं हुआ तो खत्म
PRX
भाई.
having fun is one of the most dangerous things.
वो देखो उडोटान का HP देखो.
It's just freaky how this.
भाई वो तो उसको फोड़ने के लिए पिक करेगा ही, तो उसमें जाना ही क्यों है?
Calls on a switch. Smoked off his middle.
मतलब उसके लाइन में जाना important है क्या?
He's donated himself to Defy in Heaven. Decent trade from Crystal. Meanwhile, on the A side of the map, though, the Trailblazer is met with a Sheriff.
And now met with flashes. Undeterred, however, PRX just continues to press W.
Forsaken as TP past the wall on the other side of the map. That's a bit of a
Hey!
surprised he got away with that.
तेरी.
Quickly relay forward with Envy to cover.
gun uta.
Spike down. It's gonna be Autumn.
Reload.
Picked up.
See if the lone Australian in Pacific can put together a 1-on-3 here. He's got a little bit of space. Still has that wall for the flank. I'm not sure if he picked up the Afros. I don't think he did. He's still on the A side of the map, but something on the line here. Low armor. Not much to be done there for Autumn. Caught on the cross. 4-0 for PRX.
Give them their best efforts to try and extend their reach out towards middle, but
I think they should take a timeout
just
now.
being held something off to the other
एक
end.
timeout लेके एक round निकालना important है.
They were even ready, honestly, for this flank through from
उसने एक
Forsaken.
मारा, उसको लगा headshot है, वो
The
छोड़
B side
दिया
of the
भाई
map, and he
उसको
TPs past it, but it seemed like GE was somewhat aware of that.
Timeout, nice.
Early timeout here for GE.
भाई इसका पानी आँख से
Not a
पानी
great
आ गया
start
भाई.
to split. They picked
इसका
this
आँख से
map
पानी आ
being
गया
well
भाई.
aware that they pushed PRX close on it in the past. They've just seen PRX need a game of all time for Envy to even beat Team Secret, and they're thinking, they're looking at that, they're thinking, okay, surely we're picking Swift. This is one of our better maps, guys. But I mean,
Let's
this
see.
is just
Hope for
perfect
the best.
example of the difference that can
What
be
the
made
heck?
game to game for PRX in terms
Bhai.
of form. Sometimes they can really struggle.
अब तो उडोटान ने तो same.
Throwing
अगर
up the
तुम्हारा
6-7
logic
and
सही
just
हुआ
winning
तो
bonuses
उडोटान
like
का भी
it's
तो same है.
easy as you like.
That's talent. But that really begs the question, you know, what was the intention with this composition? I think what we see a little bit more in NA is just the fact that the Vise kind of counters the Neon a little bit with how, you know, on defense perhaps, or on the B execute, you're able to send out Thorns towards backside, but against PRX specific composition, we're not really seeing too much of it just yet. Something now pulls out the operator as well, and he's looking to play towards A.
Let's have a listen
Nah,
into
Batman.
GE post timeout.
Batman on top, Udotan 1 kill. Kala na. Oh, बच गया.
Yeah, Raptors, Raptors. Recon. My timing. He's best. They activate my OB.
Oh, and it's just jumping sorting for something. Off to the vents, and Device is ready to receive. Autumn makes it a trade, but back into it, it's the op swinging out wide. Just Autumn left, and his last position was already noted. He's trying to dig himself out of this hole, see if he can find another way out back towards Mail, but he has no idea that the rotations have already been made.
Opponent
Another
forward
ridiculous
আছে.
clutch
Okay.
situation that Orn has been put in. Only 40 HP to work with. Still a guiding light and a paranoia in the back pocket for PRX. Guiding light confirms that he's no longer inside of the vents.
He'll take that as an invitation to come back in, but given by positioning, unless he somehow gets a heads-up duel against something and then onto Envy, this round is still pretty much done.
Reaction time.
Tries to set up
Okay.
with the utility, but that gives his position away.
आज one-sided हारेगी लग रहा है.
Even post timeout, get a few words in there for GE's coaching staff, but a 3K there for something.
आज जी
I mean, you can see him with the hoodie on. If
आज
there's
जी
anything
नहीं
that
लगता
doesn't
कि होगा
bother him,
गाइस.
it's Frost.
आज तो NH के लग रहा है full.
Really?
I mean, not really 1 HP, but it's okay.
Yeah, they're just nitpicking at this point.
Not really
That's
1
what happens
HP.
when
एक shot में
the game
मर
gets
जाता
a little
1
too
HP
easy.
होता तो ना उसने call दिया होगा 1 HP.
Forsaken going looking for information.
Second coach টা
Spot
কান্না
anything on
বেরিয়ে
the
গেছে
shadow
ভাই
set,
সবারই
so
কান্না
he's
বেরিয়ে
feeling,
গেছে দেখে.
brave enough to go for another peek.
খেলছে এত সেক্সি. ওই দেখো ওই দেখো ওই দেখো ওই দেখো ওই দেখো ওই দেখো
Able to get out of
उडोटन
dodge.
मिले काना
They
होके
both
घुस
not really
जाऊंगा.
connect either.
काल
Looking
के
to clear out backside, it's Udotan in with the Bucky. You already got
मोह
something
मोह
all down across. And there go those
अरे
blades.
अरे
He
अरे
lets them unleash. And then it's just going to be Jing as well off to the top. Raptors, everything all being cleared out. GE trying to lay around the side of Pillar.
Enemy remaining.
Jiggling back and forth, but there's such a nuisance. Something finally getting gunned down, and then Device swings off.
There's so many players flooding into B. That's such a mess of a
क्या हो रहा है
round.
भाई
GE
ये?
keeping things pretty competitive. Push Forsaken back into the back of the site. Nice entry on in for Udotan,
Save
who
round.
is usually a heavy
नहीं, फिर
hitter
से
on
buy
this
round.
map when he's piloting the Rays, but now
उडोटन के मोह पे
another
नेड आया
signature
भाई.
agent of his, the Neon, not having as easy of a time. It was the standout against KRX just last series.
समथिंग
Before
किधर
global.
मारा रे वो?
Go, 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 boy. Save up, save up.
This time
किधर
they
मारा
saved the
वो
op.
अब? बक्सा में क्यों मारा?
Need so much more from GE.
प्री
6
मार दिया
rounds
मोबाइल
already
को यार
secured for
टिकर्स.
PRX. All outs online, and they're looking to go for quick executes into B site. However, PRX in position, and first contact will be found. It's something with the shorty once
ये
again.
लोग थ्रो कर रहे
Trying
हैं
to
ना.
barrel down the door of the B site and continually pushed away by Forsaken, as well as something.
बे
After
जी
that
थ्रो कर रही है
initial
लग रहा है
peek,
मेरे
you're
को.
seeing the rest of GE scurrying on in. Jing barely missing them there as the pick
जी
goes
NH
down.
के भाई.
And paint shells instantly
नहीं
locked
यार.
in. Oh no, Crystal off position. PRX will take this initiative.
कोई कैसे भाग
Sees it
रहा है?
clear as day. Unfortunately.
Where भाई साहब?
What a snap! Something! Let's see that in slow-mo again, please!
ये क्या
Three
मारा?
from Dubai as well, just flushing out the pit with the Phantom and the Shorty.
What was
Bro,
that
this is just
fleek?
a stomping.
कहाँ कहाँ देखते
for
कहाँ
something
के कहाँ यहाँ पे
inside of
देख
that
रहे
orb,
कहाँ
outside
नीचे
of
देख
B
रहे
main.
भाई.
And here's Dubai, nice pick onto Zabi, spraying away. The combo of the satchel and the paint shells. And guess what, Quack? Bad luck,
ये
Quack.
से
We'll get to see it again.
As well. Oh, yeah.
भाई ऐसे देख रहे हो लोग.
4 ults
एक ऊपर एक
from
नीचे.
GE.
What? Yeah, 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 yeah. What do you even say about that?
I don't
Guys,
know.
मेरे को
And now you're just
पिछला वाला जो पुराना
naked
ग्लोबल
into the
स्पोर्ट्स नहीं
next
था वैसा
rounds.
नहीं लग रहा है आज का
Oh,
मैच
and
देख
everyone
के.
gets hit by paranoia. You're stuck
पुराना
inside
वाला
the middle.
वो
Progression slow.
PRX बोल रहा हूँ
Turned
ग्लोबल
by
स्पोर्ट्स.
one of Forsaken's own as he spans away, going to TP to safety.
पुराना
Anti-eco,
वाला.
no need to really be
एकदम
pushing the
भाई
issue
आता
too
था.
much here, especially when you got full
घुमा
beat
हो
main control,
जाता था.
courtesy of something.
Ooh, towards
तू
the
भी कर
backup
ले.
spawn as well. Jing tries to pull out utility. That's where he gets caught. Overdrive ripped, and suddenly it's a pivot over to the A site. Devi puts up a wall, but goes
क्या
down
खेल
as
रहे हैं?
well. It's just down to Envy
रुको
now. As he
डिफेंस
tries to
कौन
hold
है
out
अटैकिंग
towards
कौन है?
Joined up by Forsaken.
पूरा
who
अटैकिंग
TPs
साइड
on
डिफेंस
towards
से
screen
जा
side.
रही है और
GE
डिफेंस
starting
साइड
to make
अटैकिंग
moves
में.
towards spawn.
मतलब हो क्या रहा
Nice
है ये?
hold, and there's a dark cover back up for Forsaken.
Good chance to break it apart. Take down the 2 players remaining, and that's all you really need to do. Crystal, what a play with the Phantom.
It's down to something. 1 on 3. Rifles picked up now for GE. The first chance that they've even had in any of these rounds.
पीक करेगा ही ना ऑब्वियसली भाई. उन लोगों के पास कितना पैसा है देखो ना.
Just an
ये अभी समथिंग को बाई करने दोगे तो अभी ये ऑफ फेंक के मतलब खाली करके और एक ऑप खरीद सकता है राउंड के बीच में, इतना पैसा है। सुन लिया आवाज, पीक मत करना, जावी पीक नहीं। सेव तो कर लेगा, दिक्कत वो नहीं है।
Xavi hot on his heels here. May get the operator, but something is way too switched on right now. So GE walk out of the round where they didn't bring much into it with a round win and 2 rifles.
First round win, guys.
The first of many that
Let's
they'll need
go,
to make
Daga
this
bhai,
game look
welcome
even
to the
vaguely
stream.
competitive.
कैसे हो? Guys, जो भी stream पे नए आए हो यार, अभी join कर रहे हो. Make sure you like the stream,
Something is
guys.
just running away with this. He's 14-2 on the Jet. Davai, after a lackluster performance on the Viper in particular last series, is really starting to pick up the pace. Let's have a little bit of a listen into
Brazil, Germany हो
PRX
गया,
here as they head into round number 9.
Brazil, Germany?
I'm gonna handle B main, guys. Okay, guys. Hey, we're gonna walk down all the way,
मतलब
right?
क्या है?
Yeah. One tour. Let's go, boys. Only 5 there. One fewer, one fewer. They never take me now.
आज साइलेंस को चिल्लाने की भी जरूरत नहीं है.
Come closer. Saw me. In front of us. Saw me.
GE all playing around the smoke. The Prowler goes through the curtains drop, and
पूरा
PRX
fielding set है वो.
at the drop of a pin instantly
The flash किया
execute onto
उसने.
more. Something even finding a shot down ramp as well.
अच्छा उसका फ्लैश था, ओके
straight through small side.
मेरे को लगा कि भाई
cutting
उसने
off
उससे
any
फ्लैश दे दिया,
angles
वो
for
हेवन से
GE
दिया ना
to
फ्लैश.
potentially pivot back over to that A side. They're making moves into garage here, but all of the rest of the map has been cleared, and Forsaken's already spotted them.
7-1 है रे
When do you make
इसीलिए
a
बोला.
call to walk down mid like that? And now just Autumn to try and twiddle his thumbs, hope that someone walks into his crosshairs. Crystal thinking to explore
You
other
tired
options,
CS2?
which would have been a wise call, but something with the op is always a threat.
I mean,
You
when
tried
GE were given
बोलना
that space
बोलना
with
चाहते
the
हो? You
Sheriffs
tried. हाँ भाई
up
खेले हैं
in towards
CS2
Heaven
खेले.
side, that's when they finally found some success.
खेलते
so I
हैं
think
I mean.
PRX,
हाँ,
you know,
every week
being
I
well aware
play
that
for the
nothing else
drops.
is really
you know.
working for GE. A lot of the B hits have just kind of been
पैसा के लिए
dealt with
खेलना
by
पड़ता है.
either full shutdowns or fast floods from
पैसा जो
PRX.
मिलता है CS से उसी के लिए
So
तो
a
खेलते
mid
हैं.
walk up against a GE who
नहीं तो
just
ऐसे
won
कौन
a round
खेलता है
from
CS
all of the
अभी?
space they were given in
पैसा
mid
के लिए
is
ही
really
खेलते हैं.
a fantastic call into round number 9.
रैंक भी बता दे फिर. मेरा गोबर एलीट. कल
Be the full save
गोबर
now by
एलीट
this
रैंक है भाई
point.
मेरा.
10
Another
seconds
round quickly gone by with PRX suddenly just breaking apart GE's plans.
Getting a little concerned for GE, quite honestly. It's a team that, similar to Full Sense, had such a hot start into their group. Then they run into a KRX that gives them some problems, and now they're starting to question themselves a little bit. This is a matchup that has been very close with PRX on this particular map before.
ये आदमी ग्लोबल एलीट उधर नहीं ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स भाई इधर उधर गोबर एलीट.
GE not quite able to deal with that today.
अरे लॉल अच्छा नाइटबर्ड नशे में नाइटबर्ड ऑलवेज नशे में ही रहता है भाई.
In flow state as
उसका
well.
हर रोज का है
Next
उसका
round is
कॉमन है.
back towards ramp control. Yudotan trying to do his best with the movement.
Throw कर रहा है,
King
throw
just
कर रहा है.
tracks onto it on a
He's
dime.
throwing.
Doesn't even matter with the shorties now pulled out. Divide
जी का भी
into
ऐसा हो गया, they
position with
don't give a
Viper's
shit
pit,
now.
And that's kill confirmed.
They
A
don't
slight
give a
trade
shit
from
now.
Javi, a slight moment of reprieve, but will it be enough?
हाँ लक खराब है.
Forsaken here. Crystal
खराब है
next
तो
up to bat,
मिनिमम
not even ready
50
for the
तो
omen on that
मिल ही
line, and it's
जाता
just
है.
Harvey able to at least find
लक
something.
खराब
Now
हुआ तो 50
Forsaken
तो
under
मिल ही
pressure, he's got
जाता
it
है.
pinned into the corner, but that's not good enough.
पॉइंट तो है
9-1 for PRX.
भाई 13-1 ना हो जाए भाई. 9-1
It's
ठीक है
another
अभी.
early round exchange that doesn't go particularly well for them outside of A.
मेरे को
Yudotan
कुछ
sending
मतलब
it up with the horn. He
क्या
knows
अकेला
exactly
पुश
where
कर रहा
Gingiz has
है.
been scanned
यूटिल नहीं है
by the
साथ
Fade
में.
utility. But with the Viper that
लेफ्ट
far
राइट
away,
चेक ही
as
नहीं
well
हो
as
रहा है.
the
स्पैम
Fade
नहीं हो
pretty
रहा
far
है.
back. You're banking on the Neon to come up with the
Don't
goods
know
there,
guys
and if your
what's
Neon goes
happening.
down, the
ये लोग
ability to
चिल कर
trade
रहे
is
हैं
just not
भाई
going to be there.
PRX वाले.
I just don't even. I hear the frustration in your voice, but it's how do you salvage this map by this point?
I mean, this is just one of those games where you might just get
They're
stomped
chilling,
and
guys.
something's
They're
having
chilling.
an all-time great game. Device doing stuff like this
ओ भाई साहब.
Okay,
because he just feels like he can.
ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस की वजह से ओवर पुश किया है.
perhaps
नहीं
he
तो
will
कोई
be punished
रीजन
for
नहीं.
it. The gap obviously wide, but G will take what they can get.
Exactly.
मर जाएगा ये.
Something now.
अरे
Punished by
बाप
Autumn.
रे.
Some of these aggressive maneuvers finally getting cracked down on by GE.
कॉन्फिडेंस की वजह से पुश हो रहा है उन लोग
this
से.
half.
एक राउंड हार जाएंगे फिर से पुश नहीं करेंगे.
But every round you get over the top of a PRX that is this hot does give you a tiny little bit more belief.
Of course, like
Yutatan pushed away again. Oh, thank God he picked up the swag there.
उठान का भाई.
The round
10 HP है भाई.
The round gets taken tends to be the one where PRX.
Guys, लाइक का बटन जो है एकदम बूम बूम कर दो आप लोग. ताकि देखो मैच इतना खराब चल रहा है जी का. मूड तो ऑफ है तो एटलीस्ट लाइक देख के खुश मिल जाए. समझ रहे हो? 9-3 होगा क्या? 9-3 हो पाए. ये लोग थ्रो किया है. अब पेपर एक्स वाले थ्रो किए हैं. बाय द वे कितने दिनों में प्राइम का पैसा रिकवर हो जाता है? मेरा तो 4 महीने में हो गया. 4 महीने में हाँ 4 महीने में मेरा हो गया आराम से. ज्यादा ही हो गया. क्रॉस भी कर गया. लक पे डिपेंड करता है ना. नहीं तो ऐसे तो आपका कितना हो सकता है? 4-5 महीने ही लगता होगा. उससे ज्यादा तो नहीं लगेगा. कुछ ना कुछ तो.
I mean, with the fade as the unit, like there's no way to help him do that. Now something's identifying as an attack helicopter.
Something का सेंसी कितना है भाई? माउस घुमाता है पूरा मुंडी उधर.
Oh god, and it's Devi identifying as a turret now. Javi comes back in with a slight reply, but also getting caught by the boombot. TP's away, 2v3. Something just comes back in. C-130 rolling down the strip. You're kidding! You're kidding! 10-2.
क्या ही बोलूं अब.
6-7 at this point. Everyone should be saying it.
Get out. We're done.
If this is how good you play after that, then that's quite the blessing. But that, I mean, how many rounds is Yutatan just like, you know, 5 steps ahead of the rest of the team and just dying for free?
Guys, 4 likes done guys. कर दो यार फटाफट.
Especially with this kind of comp, like, you know,
10 का like goal रखते हैं.
Throw a guiding light that can keep up the pace, right?
Yeah.
Or if you throw up a fast lane, maybe you have a little bit of coverage. But yeah, I don't know, man.
I feel like
ग्लोबलिस्ट का हुआ क्या है जी का आज? ऐसा तो नहीं होता है. मतलब अभी तो ऐसा नहीं होता एटलीस्ट. एकदम ही वन साइडेड. पिछले वाला जो मैच था ना उसमें भी पेपर एक्स को फाइट दिया था अच्छा खासा. मतलब बड़ी मुश्किल से जीता था उस टाइम पेपर एक्स. आज तो देख रहे हैं अभी खेल रहे हैं. ठीक है 10-2 है क्या ही हो जाएगा.
It was just that kind of game from PRX.
जी का प्लेयर्स पहले ऐसे स्टेज पे खेले हैं.
Was that a PRX tarot card?
हाँ खेले तो हैं.
I feel like Vic's gonna.
They had a tarot card, then the fortune teller would say
हंसी तो देखो.
Organized.
Gonna be in a very chaotic and exciting time of your life.
With a 10-2?
At the expense of others.
At the expense of others, yeah. Let's see what the second half could potentially
Every player on PRX has surpassed 2000 total kills in VCT Pacific. हड़के मारते जो है सबको एकदम.
Every round, it's just 1,000 kills. PRX onto the attack now. Intentions made clear towards middle.
पिछले दिन जी ने चारों के चारों पिस्टल राउंड्स निकाले हैं. आज तो एक निकला नहीं है फर्स्ट वाला. अभी का देखते हैं. अरे भाई साहब पंची उड़ा दिया पूरा एकदम अंदर.
Everyone just kind of holding around it. Slight checks onto the code.
अरे
jumping across like that. That is outrageous. They actually make their way into the back of vents.
Push क्यों कर रहा है?
Inside of the cloud as well.
भाई उड़ोटान push क्यों किया?
On the ground, but PRX does not even care. This is deathmatch to them. Pat, your old team, and they're running circles around you.
It's a full mid trap into a mid walk. It's a dry mid walk into a mid trap. Quack. That's not supposed to happen.
क्या कर रहा है भाई?
How? What? I don't even understand what you just said.
What do you mean?
By the way, ये जी player के players Indian नहीं है भाई. अब इंडियन प्लेयर तो पहले तो लिए थे. फिर जो लोग को लिए थे उनसे फिर अच्छा प्लेयर्स थे लेकिन भाई बाहर का प्लेयर्स में वो डिफरेंशिएशन है. वो दिखता है. देखो अच्छा प्लेयर रेडिएंट पे आपको हर जगह मिलेगा. ठीक है. ऑल प्लेयर्स आर गुड लेकिन वो टीम कॉम्बो साथ में खेलना, साथ में स्ट्रेटेजीज के साथ खेलना, राउंड्स निकालना, वो नहीं है। इंडिविजुअली इंडियन का टॉप जो प्लेयर्स है जो खेल रहा है बी स्पोर्ट्स, ऑल आर गुड, वेरी वेरी गुड इंडिविजुअली, लेकिन साथ में उस स्टेज पे कम्पीट करने के लिए जो चाहिए स्किल्स, वो तो नहीं हो पा रहा भाई। 140 करोड़ की आबादी में 5 प्लेयर्स नहीं मिल रहे, वही तो दिक्कत वाली बात है, वही तो बात है ब्रो। मिल नहीं रहे हैं, उस हिसाब से आप अगर बोलोगे तो इंडियन फुटबॉल का सीन बताओ। 140 की आबादी में 11 अच्छे इंडियन फुटबॉलर्स नहीं मिल रहे हैं जो वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफाई कराए, एटलीस्ट टॉप 32 में तो कराए, वो भी तो नहीं मिल रहे हैं। तो बात प्लेयर्स की नहीं है, बात है कंसेप्शन की, बात है इन्वेस्टमेंट की, बात है स्ट्रेटेजीज की, कैसे देखते हैं, कैसे सोचते हैं, इसकी ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस है अभी। प्लेयर तो अच्छा बन सकता है, प्लेयर तो अच्छा उठा भी सकते हैं, लेकिन साथ में खिलाना, बैलेंस करना, वो मेन चीज है फिलहाल।
Potentially. So every round that you can get for yourself helps you build up a little bit more confidence and makes you feel like PRX are
हमें
more
बचपन से फुर्सत मिले, तब तो coordination is so bad in Indian players and no one wants to take the responsibility. Yes, वही तो बात है।
So that doesn't end up being too fruitful.
Not Crystal. HyperX is trying to reposition themselves as well. The buy trying to look for the slight
सेव राउंड है रे उन लोग का, इन लोग का एक भी प्लेयर गिरेगा, इन्हीं का लॉस है अभी। मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा पीक करने का जरूरत क्यों। ये जावी जो पीक कर रहा है, ठीक है जावी पीक कर रहा है, मिड उसने स्मोक किया क्योंकि मिड खाली है।
That's actually a pretty decent timing. Smoke goes out onto heaven side now.
देख रहे हो ये है प्लेयर, उसने वहाँ पे एक स्मोक किया साइड के अंदर पोजीशन करने के लिए खुद को।
Suddenly now Autumn has to do a lot of the heavy lifting on the side. He goes down, Unotan comes in, full collision course, but
देख रहे हो
finds the outlaw
सेव राउंड निकाल लिया, बस एक प्ले की वजह से जिसने 4 सेकंड में अंदर घुसा, स्मोक किया वहाँ पे अंदर घुसा, वो चाहे तो ऊपर स्मोक करके साइड घुस सकता था।
Jesus man.
3v5 था यहाँ पे, उन लोग का सेव राउंड, मीट में वैसे पिक करने की जरूरत ही क्या है।
Yeah, great. Finally a round where I see some opponents get some 4K.
जरूरत ही नहीं है भाई, गलती तो हर पॉइंट पे हो रही है।
Up to that point now. And a partial buy from Global.
कुछ नहीं तो नेपाल के ही जेंजी से कुछ सीख ले हम इनको। यार अब क्या ही बताएं।
Sniper shots towards the back of screens. And for G, that should mean that you gotta play defensive.
Well, they've played offensively on the B side of the map to take some control at least. Speaking of offense, PRX starting to make some moves on this A side of the map. They've got a Viper wall to help them take heaven control.
आप लोग B का यहाँ पे देखो, बस ये देखो, 3 प्लेयर।
In theory, that should be good. Throws out his C's as well. PRX will just wait out for the time being. Meanwhile, all the rotations from the back.
Quick flank in here for G.
दो लोग यहाँ से जाएंगे, ये होल्ड कर रहे हैं। I think ओमेन को जावी को यहाँ से जाके यहाँ तक आ जाना चाहिए, रोप्स तक। 2 प्लेयर यहाँ पे है, पूरा हेवन पे ये लोग है।
But PRX still in position nonetheless. Spots and positions found. Oh, but Batman with an initial whiff. Do they expect another? PRX suddenly, it's time to go, but Unotan falls down at the task at hand. PRX might just have it in this round unless Javi can do something about it. No real util else. Forsaken goes for the check off from the shadows, and Javi. It's just been thrown into chaos. He's got to check. Doesn't really see anything else. It's just a fake.
By the way, vote किसको देने वाले हो भैया?
Marking down screens.
हम vote नहीं देते भाई.
And as soon as he steps out past the threshold, PRX closed out the map.
Yeah, that was a stomp. I mean, I don't know what I'm watching today, because we had RRQ full sense. Just the last map was a 13-3, no? And now we're looking at PRX GE, which I thought was going to be a very close, competitive, tight series. last time around, I think it was a similar start for PaperX, honestly. GE made a massive comeback to bring it into OT, and this today they just didn't have it in. You could tell that PRX, right from the walkout, was on one today. Like, they were just in a mood. And GE, off the back of a 0-2 loss to KRX, winning every pistol, are a little flat today. Something's not going right for them in the GE camp.
From the walkout, is what you're telling me. I am just so ridiculously confused. An intentional pick from GE, but we didn't see the purposes or the results of it. Instead, what you got was just PaperX running them down lane by lane, round after round.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to, you can have as much prep as you want, you can have this massive coaching staff, but if the other team's hot, none of that matters. None of that matters until you shoot back in the server. At the end of the day, it is a shooting game where you've got to shoot the other people, and something was shooting really bloody hard, so was Devi. And even in some of the rounds where they went missing, or maybe they went for an aggressive play where they were punished, as we saw other players making plays on PaperX. Invi, a big round on the Outlaw, Forsaken had a couple of good ones as well. Jing just did Jing things, he didn't even really need to do too much.
That's just ridiculous. Either way,
next map क्या लगता है आप लोग को क्या होने वाला है? इन लोग का मैप पिक था जी का, इन लोग ने धो दिया पूरा.
I am not the chubbiest
क्या
one. I'm
जी
just
इन
one
लोग
of
को
the
खुद के मैप पिक
Jesus.
Anyway,
धो पाए
that's
क्या
your
लगता है
handle
आपको?
is gonna be like, what the hell? How
Yeah.
could he say that to her?
Everyone
Ninja.
cancel Quack.
Yeah, let's cancel Quack. All right, Global Esports. This kind of scoreline against PaperX. I haven't seen this since maybe 2023 when you were the assistant coach of Global Esports.
That's horrendous.
Morgan.
That's crazy.
Honestly, I think
Big
if you
time को बोल
rewound
रहा है.
back to that, you probably did better.
I think you did. You had Monyet.
We got a map.
Especially,
did
I
have
mean,
Monyet
Split was also kind of,
Yes.
that was kind of your stopping ground.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I wish I had nicer things to say about GE here. To be honest, I mean, this is a stomp. This is an open and shut stomp.
Yeah.
You know, before this match, we're debating, and they're going to play Veto. They bring out the Vice. Honestly, they could have played this game with cheats on, and it wouldn't have even mattered with the way PaperX were shooting. This is an open and closed case.
Yep, it was a stomp. And honestly,
one-sided
it makes me think of 2023, not just because of Global Esports, but PaperX was fantastic back in 2023 when they were in this meta with the something Jet and Raze on Jing. Jing on Raze. I always mix up these two every single time. But yeah, they're so unstoppable when they're in full form on this map.
I mean, GE just had absolutely no answers. I mean, you know, again, talking about that Vice, we were kind of waiting to see how it's going to interact in that second half when they're on the defense, but we never really even got to see it.
Yeah, I was taught at a young age that if you have nothing nice to say nothing at all. But my mother's not exactly around to hear this. This was abysmal. This is unaffordable, frankly, in Global Esports. Think about where they're at. They are still yet to qualify for a single playoffs. Kickoff doesn't have a playoff.
Hi, let's see what's up. What's up, Shreya? Welcome to the stream.
Over their heads still stands. And with a performance like this, you are no closer to qualifying into it.
I mean, to me, it's just. It reminds me so much of last week. This is an experienced diff where I think they almost, it feels like they have it in their heads that they can't beat PaperX. So then they're coming out and they're not playing their A game and they're not landing their shots. Like everyone looks nervous, everyone looks uncomfortable, the calling looks off, and just PaperX taking every liberty, every advantage, and just shutting them down.
Yeah, I mean, we did ask Sliggy for his advice. If you're coaching Global Esports, what would you say? And he was saying, PaperX is going to run at you, and the two people running at them was Jing and something.
I mean, they're the best double duelist team in the world. Everybody says it, and this is exactly
why.
Something,
been
a little bit slower this stage. He's back on the Jet, though.
NTGS, NTGE.
He always goes electric.
NT ही तो हो जा रहा है बस.
Insane.
It was just, from the outset, just, I mean, gorgeous to watch. If you're rooting for PaperX, if you want to see that they just absolutely wipe the floor with someone, then yeah, you're having a very good time.
जीतना अगर चाहता है Global Esports तो
Global Esports
कुछ heavy करना पड़ेगा.
They have played against this team so many times. These players across the board have played against PaperX so many times. Patman was on the team with them.
हाँ ये जो आपका शॉट था वो फ्री चला है ना. मेरे को तब लगा कि भाई बॉक्स में क्यों मारा.
I mean, to even get the first round win was such a labored effort.
I mean, I think this is the perfect example of, in this meta, momentum is king, and PRX are the kings of momentum. So it's just an ever-fulfilling prophecy, a never-ending cycle, it feels like, of PRX dominance.
And something looked like he was having so much fun. Like, it looked personal in, you know, in the best of ways. Like, he's just having fun beating Frost.
I mean, look, whenever something goes against Frost, he has a good day. Take a look at these stats. He's the guy
थोड़ा सा
who
fight
seems
तो
to be
दे
the
दे
one
यार
popping,
जी
and this map is
देखने में
even
तो मजा
better
आएगा
than all of
फिर
that.
Yeah,
one sided होगा तो कैसे
one
मजा
time
आएगा
where it's safe for
भाई
something to make the tweet and hide win. This is the time where it's just like, yeah, just do whatever you want. The curses aren't going to matter. You just always show up against this team, against this coach, it would seem. It's another incredible performance from him. And, you know, I continue to watch this, and I'm just like, yep, never play Neon ever again. Just don't touch it. Neon does not exist for you.
He needs a new account. Just don't unlock Neon. Don't even give him the option to pick it. Don't,
come on.
You can't even hover it.
We said that about his Euro, too, and he ended up being pretty damn good at Euro.
I don't care.
No? It's not happening?
Why you don't want to vote?
Doesn't matter what the
Please reply.
potential
Just
growth
ऐसे
could
ही
be.
वैसा
I'm
कुछ
going
नहीं
with the safe option. I'm going with the safe stock. I'm not looking to make a risk and invest where there could be exponential growth.
All right, fair enough. All right,
Global
you can take that into
Esports
consideration.
अच्छा तो खेल
But
रही
for
थी
map
क्या
2,
हुआ
Pearl, I believe
क्या
things
हुआ
will,
फिर
you know, be shaky, like a little bit different.
ये तो पूछ के आना पड़ेगा
I think so, but at the same time, you take a look back at the map prep, and you have to assume that
फ्रॉस्ट भैया से जाके पूछ के आऊंगा फ्रॉस्ट भैया फ्रॉस्ट चीचा फ्रॉस्ट चीचा क्या हुआ अचानक से इतना अच्छा तो मोमेंटम चल रहा था जिंजी को हराए टीम सीक्रेट को हरा दिए फिर क्या हो गया
don't go for it at all. They go for this Pearl that is a map that they have widely been avoiding, and I think that has to completely catch you off guard.
यार ये सब कहाँ मिलता है ये जो टेडी ये सब फिर ये पेंगू फिर ये गेको का जो वो है जो भेजता है ना स्पाइक प्लान करने के लिए ये सब खरीद सकते हैं क्या कहीं से?
It's complicated.
Yeah, look, they've never done it. If they lose today, they are still, you know, very much in contention. They advance if KRX win and Team Secret win 2-1, or Team Secret lose. I mean, look, I don't claim to understand these playoff permutations. I don't think anyone truly understands them. That's how messy this group alpha is.
Yeah.
This is the point. A win today makes it simple. A loss makes it very difficult.
Yeah, you want it within your
क्या
own
भाई
hands,
सिनेरियो
under
क्या
your
दिया है
control, and I think especially if you
PRX का देख रहे हो लॉस का
putting faith in KRX, even though they are looking
absolutely
very
not.
good.
Could you imagine?
TS 2-1 win
especially
or
after
TS
last
loss
year,
That's the
where
world I want to see.
Frost's loss on Talon gave DRX their run into Champs Paris.
We were the best sequel, though.
It's just one of those
Frost
things.
has to love watch Tommy.
Yeah.
Oh
मैं
my
बिग टाइम ने
goodness.
अच्छा काम किया है
It's something that you
कोचिंग
will
वोचिंग
avoid, but
छोड़ के भाई
after
मस्त
that
कास्टिंग पे आ जाओ
performance
चिल
and
करो
the
गेम
expectation
देखो
of this
पैसा
round
कमाओ
went
घर जाओ
completely opposite to how
टेंशन ही नहीं
Global
लेने
Esports
का
would have expected it to go.
यही बेस्ट है भाई
I don't have that much hope for Pearl.
It's fascinating. So Crystal won the skirmish. They ended up picking Team A, and all of this has left me with a question mark. So I think they were taken a bit off guard as well in this map veto.
Yeah, I mean, I think they will have expected a much better performance on Split. I think they will have felt like they needed Split a little bit. Now the backs are truly against the wall. Neither one of these teams has played it yet in stage 1. So when we last saw them both running it, they used that Yoru, but I'd be surprised if we're going to see that now.
Yeah, I mean, banned 7 times by PRX, only picked the once now, and Global Esports themselves banning it 6 times. Neither team has really looked to lean into this map
ये
too
लोग
much.
वीटो
So
खेलते हैं
I don't
ना
really know what to anticipate
वीटो
on
इसका नाम
either
वीटो ही है
side.
ना वीटो खेलते हैं भाई ये लोग
That's always the question. They're always surprising.
They are playing good only, but PRX is one step ahead right now.
And then,
PRX is always one step
for
ahead.
brain deading it. So two contrasting styles, but it's always leaving us very surprised.
आज तक
which is
Global
why
Esports
it's always
कभी हरा ही
very
नहीं
exciting to
पाई
see these
PRX
two
को
come
आज
head-to-head.
तक
Patman
एक
ended
बार
up
भी नहीं
still top fragging against PRX. I don't know what it is against PRX, but he just, you know, even if they're losing, he's still popping their heads off.
I mean, sometimes you want to get that little revenge against your former team. I mean, we saw it from, you know, Envy versus Team Secret. We're not going to lose.
चलो guys, let's see second map कैसा होने वाला है.
Extra little bit of fire under your rear, but okay.
Okay, Global Esports shaking it up here. Going with a double initiator.
Yeah, bringing the Teo out. I mean, Pat is a very skilled initiator alongside Crystal, so I think it's a natural look for this team.
कितना likes हो चुका है?
PaperX is going to be that
I think
double
6
duelist
likes हो
again.
चुका है.
Jinx
Yes,
swapping
yes.
across
6
to that
likes already
Phoenix,
done, guys.
Also, so well
4
known
more to
for-
go.
I mean, that's a known quantity.
कर दो.
But yeah,
Double
getting back
digit.
into the
Let's
Jet,
go.
I think that given the performances, this is completely fine here for something.
Match
I think you have to
fix
go the
तो
no
नहीं है
shim
ना?
route of being like, okay, well now
यार,
I'll play the
match
Phoenix,
fix
and then
कैसे
Jing,
होगा
you play
भाई?
the Neon again.
Match
Shift
fix
things
होता
around
था
in that
global
regard. I think that this
जीतती
is a lot
और
more
ये लोग
straight up
हारते.
for them, and I think that this is also a map where we're going to see a
ये
lot more
expected
value
है
from the
ना
Vice.
कि PRX जीतेगी.
Well, I think this is going to be exciting. It's always exciting. I hope it's a lot more competitive than the first map. Global Esports definitely needs it. Clap your hands, because we're going to go into map 2 with Quack and Pilsky.
Good job. Good toss, Vic.
Great
We're
dance.
clapping.
Good stuff.
I
Really
do
enjoyed.
think Seth is on to
Let's
something.
make
I mean,
some
the
noise
vibes
for
on this map, it's
Global
specifically
Esports.
against the Neon that G has elected to pick.
Beast
It
bump.
can slow
Beast
and hammer
bump.
things down. The wall that comes up could segregate the rest of the team from it.
Yeah, as
but-
long as he doesn't flash it.
Alex has not dropped a
It's
single
been a
match
long
against
time since he's
Frost.
done that. Don't jinx it.
Yeah, that record.
Alex 7
I mean,
Frost
there's
0
that
भाई
record, then
किसका
there's also the
comparison हो रहा
record
है
of
कोच
PRX
का.
against GE overall as an organization. All signs point to bad things happening to GE today. This is a big question mark of a map for both of these teams. Interestingly enough, PRX going back to a comp that they were playing last year's kickoff with the Jet Phoenix.
Yeah, but for now, it's just going to be another head-on crash. Full PaperX force down A main. Autumn trying to keep them in check.
Autumn
Not
को
able
भर
to
दिया
wave,
भाई,
but still
Autumn को.
spotted out by the haunt.
Big stack on the other side of the map. GE do get Patman +1 or
CS2 के players पता नहीं क्यों वैलो को अद्भुत
and they've got a
hate
lot of
देते
ground to
हैं.
cover. Let's be honest, this is a
भाई उन लोग का है एक
you know, Tolkien-esque journey
stereotypical
that they're on.
mindset है उन लोग का एक.
And by the time they make it to Mordor,
उन लोग को
I
ये game
don't
cartoon
expect
लगता
much
है.
to happen.
Even the journey alone, just so treacherous.
भाई ये लोग जो देख रहे हो ना
because
esports के
Divide
players सब
inside of
professional ये सब
main,
तो
the rest of
CS
them
से ही आए
on
हैं.
the stairs as well. Prowler will reveal their intentions, and instantly PaperX shift towards just trying to play around the spike. Not too bad though with the kills out from Pat, and suddenly you feel as though GE are emboldened by those frags just to put themselves on the board on this. Getting the defuse in, getting the kills at the end.
I mean, that's just a massive head scratcher for
ठीक है
PaperX.
चलो एक round आया at least starting में.
They could have planted it anywhere. They picked the chamber solo on that side of the map. They plant default and then flip the map and play heavy from spawn side. Then your Vice is the first person to take contact there. So essentially you've not planned it for yourself at all.
Come on, ref.
I mean, yeah, that's just the kind of round, similar to that split round where it feels at the moment like PaperX think that they can basically do anything and they won't lose. And GE is good enough to at least punish them for that.
अरे अरे
Good
पकड़
little
पकड़
wake-up
पकड़
call.
पकड़.
Something.
Off spam हो
definitely-
रहा है.
Well, not a
Off
sleep.
spam
Over
order,
by
off
main will
spam
get
order.
himself out of that position. PaperX though. More weight onto this V-long position with the sudden bandit
को
play from
बनाया.
Jing. However, Javi still has
अरे!
his own plans. Out with the Spectre, but punished in
Spectre
the
उठा
end
लेगा
by
भाई,
that
खत्म
bandit
फिर.
That's
once again.
a great flash from Jing. Now guns picked up as the plant goes down nice and safe.
खत्म,
PaperX
खत्म,
need to make
खत्म,
sure that they're
खत्म,
playing
खत्म,
on site. Jing, one off the runner back, and Devi is still in play here.
Pick मत करना Crystal, open pick नहीं.
Still some potential. Yudotan a little bit far, but has a ghost.
Nice one.
Good on the flicks, on towards something. Out then for Pat and Crystal to try to get themselves involved around the site. Crouched under, and Jing won't be able to find the shot.
Player standing.
Off to the
Nice
back,
one,
and
bro.
suddenly it's Yudotan sliding forward with the judge as well. Devi revealed, but the spike already underway.
Recovery
Clean
from
round,
Yudotan. He
clean
had a
round.
pretty rough day at the office just in that last map. Felt like a lot of those rounds on the Neon, he was basically just
Clean
running in
round,
by
clean
himself.
round.
Full confidence.
अब
minimal
ये round
success.
important है. देखो
PaperX
global
going
buy
to
नहीं
their
करेंगी
first gun round
फिर
here, have
भी
secured
बोल रहा हूँ ये
themselves the
round
run back
important
though.
है.
So that'll be something that Global needs to make sure they're playing around because they definitely took their losses in that round. Already had a couple of multi-frags from Pat. He's getting himself closer to an Armageddon. Maybe something to consider once we get closer to the first gun round.
Bulldog out. Nice.
Still got a
Big
ways
fight
to
on
go.
B here.
ये राउंड बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है गाइस
Either
ये
way,
और इसका अगले राउंड
pretty good
दोनों
start
बहुत
for GE
इंपॉर्टेंट
now as PaperX get themselves into position but immediately blocked off. In fact, cordon away because of the salvo as Devi, however, managed to find a shot. Tries to go in for a second one, but now being chased by a Prowler.
वो लोग बोला है भाई
all
they are
his
pushing
prowlers
B
in and
main
looking to get hot on the heels of
अचानक से push
PaperX, who
full
turned
fall back हो
tails
गया
back to mid. Vice of Devi keeping that flank in check, and the spike hasn't been picked up yet for PaperX. They'll deal with the trademark in the middle of the map. Make GE a little bit more nervous about some movements over there. The Prowler doesn't spot out Autumn.
okay
Which means Autumn can
this
possibly
is
go looking
important
a
this
little
is
bit
important
further. Devi, however,
क्रिस्टल
if
का
he
ये
takes down
पिक बहुत
Crystal,
इंपॉर्टेंट है
that's
क्रिस्टल
gonna
का
go
ये
shine
पिक
into B
बहुत
side.
इंपॉर्टेंट
it's a
है नहीं
headshot.
करना
He
था
comes.
होल्ड
He had full armor. Headshot needed, headshot delivered.
Wow. Despite being down the first 2 rounds, PaperX pick up right where they left off. Immediately streaming down the side. Pat does have a stun, but that's about it.
I mean, it's great mid-rounding for PaperX. They deal with the trademark, which pulls the rotation back towards A.
क्या
Flank
निकाल
from
सकते हैं
Autumn is
ग्लोबली
already
वाला
checked
नाइस
here, it
स्टार्ट
looks
यस ये राउंड
Gorgeous off angle from Forsaken. Plant goes down for Envy.
Great recovery.
पैडमैन के पास गन भी तो नहीं
Playing
है
around the post plant. It looks pretty good as well. Positions out towards heaven. You got one back halls.
नाइस
Let's
वन
not get too over eager, guys.
Patman's definitely making things a little bit expensive for them. Utatan with a rifle in hand could still get this done.
ओह
And there's a one-way smokes come right back up. Still an attempt
What?
from GE as they hop on across, but not quite expecting something around the smokes now, were you? Utatan off towards the back end, the timer running out. Something wanting to get more, and he will.
नाइस
Crosshair
रीड
placement. 2 guns kept over from PaperX.
नाइस
I mean, it's
रीड
a
बाय
round where
पेपर गाइस
GE
नाइस रीड
Had there not been a bit more trepidation there for PRX, could
उन लोगों
have
का
probably
bonus
just
था
wiped
ठीक
the
है
whole team with that beat trap.
मतलब मैंने बोला ना ये राउंड और इसके बाद वाला राउंड दोनों बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है स्टार्टिंग बहुत अच्छा किया ग्लोबल ने मानना पड़ेगा
Relay bolt as
ये
well as
क्रिस्टल
double
को थोड़ा सा
salvos
होल्ड
invested
करना
early
चाहिए
on
था
there.
थोड़ा सा
Balance
और
to follow
लाइक
up. Very keen
10
for a
सेकंड और
fight with
10 20
GE
से
on the
15
bonus. I
सेकंड
like the approach.
वो लोग ऐसे उसका क्रॉसर में आया
Keep it an expensive round for PaperX, but they
देखा
do
ये
a
लोग का
really good
प्रेशर
job
बन
in
रहा है
getting themselves out of a bad situation.
Right, that
अभी प्रेशर
headshot
बन रहा
from
है यार
Devi.
इसका
Now
अब
you
ठीक
go
है
into the next round where GE should
देखो
have some
एक
shields
साइडेड
back
मैच
up,
होने से
so
मजा नहीं आता हारे जीते वो अलग बात है लेकिन फाइट करे यार 11 13 10 13 ऐसा करके हो
by Armageddon. They're still hovering around looking to dive in. They managed to do it just no, they got caught! Full
Batman ability kills
activated by Utatan. By Patman, excuse me.
What a sick
nice
play!
one
Armageddon
bhai.
salvo
Let's
off the back of the
go.
trademark. Devi picking one back though. Round's not done just yet. Jin goes forward with the flash. Patman continues to deliver.
It's
What a round
it's
against his own team. Deep to follow up.
भाई
as
उड़
well.
गया
Relay as well. Now Utatan wanting to tee it up for Pat.
Woo!
Oh, there it
Batman
is.
ace, let's
Ace
go.
to completion.
Let's go
Just
OP
such a
Batman
sick
in the
setup
chat
around
guys
Mateo.
OP
And
Batman
the shooting just as good.
Yeah,
That is
Batman OP
literally
bhai.
what you have in mind when you pick this agent. The Tech from GE is disgusting. There was nowhere for them to go. Slowed by the trademark. If they go forward, they go into a
Batman
grab
का
belt.
ability
If
का
they go to the
timing
side, they
यार
go into
वो
a salvo.
Batman है इसीलिए ना
There's nowhere safe on B long there. That is disgusting.
अरे तो confidence आ रहा है भाई confidence coming
Wendler's never even
time
seen
out
that before.
पेपर yeah
Like, what
let's
is
go
that, bro?
No way.
Alex बोला है पिछले मैच में कुछ नहीं बोला इसलिए कुछ भी कर रहा है तेरी भैंस की आंख मारूंगा घर पे ले जाके इतना पीटूंगा तुम लोग का तेरी भाई ओपी 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 लेट्स गो बैटमैन ओपी ये
Attack timeout for PaperX. I think it's B long.
कर दो
off
भाई
limits.
कर दो लाइक कर दो
It's cut off. We've had a
तीन चार
bonus
लोग
round where they've sent everything at us.
Chat
on
पे
B long.
है,
Then the
लेकिन
very next round,
watching
they've had a
एक
whole
कैसे आ रही
Armageddon
है
thrown at us. I mean, the multi-fragging in the early parts of the game
पता
as
नहीं
well.
भाई
You usually wouldn't
जो
have
भी
an
हो guys,
Armageddon that early on. It's such a
make sure
heavy
you
investment
subscribe
of
guys
ult in
we
terms
are
of the
very
ult
close
orbs.
to this
Patman's
much
ability
close
to
to 260
multi-frag and
subs
He's has given him
Halfway.
very early on, and now he's again, yeah, like you said, halfway to
क्या कर
another
रहे हैं
one.
लोग
Not bad at all.
Okay.
Okay, save round,
Themselves back in over to B
भाई
site.
ये राउंड अगर PRX जीत गई ना सेव राउंड जी खत्म भाई, पूरा खत्म है।
after a very flat split.
ये सेव राउंड अगर
intrigued.
PRX जीत गई भाई, जी का तो भाई सर्वनाश सर्वनाश हो जाएगा।
Leaving something in on a deep insert up over by
ज़ैवी वैसे
for
पिक मत
now.
कर, ज़ैवी आराम से पिक कर, आराम से पिक कर, नीचे 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 क्रॉसर नीचे करो
Zavi's
चिचा
keen for a biff with the outlaw.
चिचा क्रॉसर नीचे
Full armor there for something, so he's not one shuttable to the outlaw as the rest of PRX
है
is heart and A main.
Trademark plus Crystal in position as well. Then again, it's all the pistols from PRX. Do want to operate within close quarters. The smoke's being set up.
Considering a re-aggression, but GE will take the path of least resistance. They know that the money on PRX isn't great here.
Still gotta watch out though. Mainly,
Nice
thought
one,
of with
Patman,
the
nice
angle
one.
being held. Pat comes in with a spam, blocks off B-Link. Something starts to get activated.
Got a heads up duel with Zavi, but this close, the bandit can one shot to the head.
Javi done.
He's still got that crosshair scoped in, and that there it is. Both shots with.
Oh my God! दोनों ने हगाया, दोनों ने हगाया भाई.
Is that the guy that got 20
भाई
last match?
दोनों ने हगाया भाई.
Well,
भाई
we
टट्टी
are
खा
on
ले
for the
भाई
execute
तुम.
now. Hunt all the way onto the top. Fast lane to block it off for the time
भाई
being.
4 सेकंड के HP देखो.
Impressive work by Yudotan, but suddenly the swing from Envy. And then
अबे!
a slight chance to get the spike down now, but he knows he's surrounded, so just picks up the rifle and backs off completely.
Gonna save a Phantom.
Save कर लिया Phantom.
Oh. GE, 3 guns kept over. 4 and 1 overall.
भाई लॉल तो हो गया भाई. भाई क्या हगा है भाई दोनों मिलके. ये भी हग रहा है, वो गन स्विच करके हग रहा है. देखो ये हग रहा है, ये हग रहा है. ये भी रिलोड कर रहा है, वो भी
From
रिलोड.
both perspectives.
Oh no.
It's not necessary.
Last
It's really not.
छोड़ दिया था भाई प्यारे
You
क्लास.
feel it. You feel it.
ये
All right,
something
let's
last
have a
में
look.
छोड़ दिया
Listen
था.
into the team comms into the next gun round here.
Yes. Only.
Bring them down.
Come in, boys.
I mean, I wish we could hear Alex right now.
Hold the epic, okay, boy. Come closer, Jay. Put smoke. Epic now? Epic. I'm gonna.
Autumn's got this deep A main info line. PRX have made some moves on street. Out comes the Cosmic, but it doesn't seem like they're in a rush here. Cheeky little position for Forsaken on the top side of the street. We'll keep an eye on that, but doesn't look like GE are going to make any moves into the
Hey,
middle of the
7
map.
likes done guys, 3 more to go.
Cosmic Divide as well. Something's
Reload
back
issue ये मैच में
online.
चांस है,
Yudotan,
देखते यार.
however, has found
बोलना
a slight
मुश्किल है
sliver,
यार.
slips in.
यार कभी भी
Nightfall
कम बैक
sends
कर
him
सकती है.
backpacking.
1-4 कुछ नहीं
The
उन लोग
retake
के लिए
utility
कम बैक
back
के लिए.
on in for GE as they look to clear out all of back
देखा?
wall. Forsaken finally gets into play.
Yeah, but there goes the Armageddon as well.
Batman का
PRX
ability
is trying
on
to stay
point है
around
भाई.
the edges of it. See if Envy can keep himself alive. Unfortunately, gets gunned down by Crystal. It's all on to Forsaken, who has already been noted. Overdrive, just to keep him at bay. Keeping him within arm's reach as well. Onto the Prowler now. Forsaken swaps over the rifles. Oh, so narrowly getting that pixel perfect angle onto Crystal.
Crystal didn't even need to
देखा
come off of
कभी
that.
भी कम बैक
That's
हो
a
सकता है.
situation where if he goes down and Pat needs to get back across to the spike, they could have honestly lost that round. Didn't feel safe going for the full defuse despite the fact there was no chance that Forsaken could have got the wallbang there. But still it's around for GE. Very cheeky wall, by the way. You saw that little gap that Forsaken had to play in, but an even better retake for GE. Nightfall with a double salvo coming back on in.
Almost.
This is exactly what you have in mind when you play something like a double E-net. And I'm liking the Fade Teo better than honestly
भाई
Solo
उनका
Fade.
कुछ
We've seen a
रेस्टोरेंट
fair
वगैरह
bit
में
of
वो
Solo
नहीं लग
Fade
रहा
lately,
था. Watch party.
and none of the retakes looked anywhere near that
फुल
strong.
रेस्टोरेंट का एकदम
So
कुछ
far, so
ले
good.
लिया होगा.
G just continues
अरे
to
उड़ो
trend
पीछे जा.
upward. Now getting blocked off by Molly though, all the way outside
मैं
of A
उडो का
main.
पिछवाड़ा
Bit
रोस्ट
of
हो
an
गया है
entrance
आग में.
in towards Art. As PRX tries to
Hashtag
down
G
the doors
fighting
with
gets.
something on the blade
Hashtag G fighting.
shot fired but instantly relayed back, and something manages to capitalize off of it. Dives headfirst right into Pat's open arms. Pat still on a tear, however. Back into Art. Takes down another. Crystal coming back in as well. Everyone from GE just streaming bound to bound back into sight, not allowing for PRX to settle. But now, as the spike goes down, they back themselves over onto stairs, this time with more intention to play around the spike. It's planted for them. They set up some stars, but Javi steps front. Crosshair still trained off towards the position, and he sets up another star. A tap should draw out some flurry of bullets. He actually goes full Cosmic Divide. Looks to play sneaky around the edges of it. Does Forsaken step across? No. Back into safety.
Good play, bhai. Savi, good play. Very, very
what
good play, yaar.
Been multiple series where Harvey has kind of been going missing
nice
a little bit
play,
for GE,
bhai.
particularly
Nice
a rough
play,
one
yaar.
against KRX. That's a little bit more like it on the Astra. He was phenomenal on this
deserve
stage
it,
at the
bhai,
start
deserve
out
it.
kickoff. So a Red Bull clutch in a 1-on-2. The round starts off so nicely for something. Removing
वो
Autumn
कौन था?
and
देखो
Yuta.
अच्छा बैटमैन
Hammond
देखा
does a
कि
good
वो
job
बुम्मा
holding
मार
on.
रहा है something.
Special
वो
delivery,
देखा कि मैं
holding
उसको
back
मारने
A-main.
देता
He
हूँ.
could come on for 2 there if he didn't get such a snappy
Alt
shot
waste
reply
but
from
round
Forsaken.
निकला.
Then
Alt
Harvey,
waste नहीं है भाई वो
a
उसी
masterful
के लिए
clutch where
बचा है वो.
Invy's out in the open fighting by himself while
क्योंकि
Forsaken's
वहाँ
in
से वो
Astral
spam
Vault.
देने लायक
And then
था
the
तो नहीं
Cosmic
उसको push
invested to
करना
win the
था.
one-on-one.
देखो यार.
Alex not happy about that.
मैं इतना बार तक तुम लोग को समझा रहा हूँ एक कोई बात नहीं सुनता पिछले मैच ऐसा खेला आप पूरा भाग दिया इस मैच में तेरी भैंस की आंख
A map of Split where you never even needed to say anything into a
Teri-
map of Pearl where, you, let's be honest, you need to get the belt out.
Oh, the belt. I just got that. Oh, well.
भाई एलेक्स का फॉर्म आ गया ये लोग का ना अलग ही सीन है भाई एलेक्स का जब तक इसका खून खोल नहीं जाता ना तब तक चलता रहता है ऐसा.
I mean, yeah. This is the best I've in a while. I've seen a double E-net on Pearl, which is phenomenal because I feel like, you know, there's a few decent double E-net teams in Pacific. I think KRX is probably like one of the ones I enjoy the most. But for the most part, I'm not really sold on double E-net unless you're like an elite team with those kind of comps. Not always easy to pull off, but for GE, I mean, they said it over on the desk, you've got 2 E-net players. It looks phenomenal right now. Yes, Patman's doing a lot of heavy lifting and there's been a lot of prep
But something is something,
huh?
वो तो है.
But yeah, I mean, op out now for Autumn. Something he's very comfortable doing as well. When he got onto that deep info line in the middle, HyperX take aim here, Forsaken on a deep lurk.
ये round important है. This round is also
One of the
important.
quieter games so far.
दे.
Has been shut down.
Peek मत करना. Crystal peek मत करना.
Off angle, more positions being held. He will find the entry initially, but blocked off by Crystal. It's a run it back.
Batman, let's go. Batman के ability use
How
कर
did 2
रहा है.
players go down to that? I guess the runner back was inside the Armageddon, yeah. What a sick Armageddon again from Patman. That is ridiculous, man.
And this match, Patman is on fire, bhai.
This is the best game of Teo I've seen since Freeing was on this agent last kickoff, bro. What am I watching?
भाई Patman का gun kills से ज़्यादा तो उसका ability kills है इस map पे.
GE, whoever, you know, the entire coaching staff bringing forth this composition at this
30
time.
seconds left.
PRX with no real option other than to tread backward.
3v4 है, try तो करेगा obviously.
Yeah, Autumn on the line with the operator. He's still got 2 salvos and special delivery in support from Patman, but these are some nice entries back in for PRX.
Now 10 seconds, gotta get the spike down quick. Forsaken trying to play ahead, but unfortunately beheaded by Crystal. Onto Davai, and he just sprays wild.
Nice one,
revealing his
nice one.
position. Easy kills for GE any day of the week.
18 and 5 for Patman.
देखो देखो ये लोग हंसी आ गए
This is a
वापस.
ridiculous performance on the Teo.
Let's see that again.
I mean, I was caught completely
यार
off guard
इस
by it.
map
I
पे ये
didn't
लोग
even
जीत जाए
think
बस.
of this combo.
Global
Yutan goes
कैसे
down.
भी
I
करते
thought,
हो.
okay, you've traded a runner back and an
मैं
Armageddon
wait कर रहा था.
for a Neon. That's gone fantastic. And then the Armageddon actually gets rolling. I'm like, oh wait, it's killed half the team. Sick Armageddon placement for Patman.
Unbelievable!
He's so good, isn't he?
Unbelievable.
Absolutely, one would say.
भाई अब तो hard है PRX के लिए देखते रुको.
Reading
भाई एलेक्स को चिल्लाते हुए अच्छा लगता है भाई. पिछले मैप पे वो हंस रहा था भाई. मजा नहीं आ रहा था उसमें. अब मजा आ रहा है.
Approach this time.
एलेक्स जब तक चिल्लाएगा नहीं मजा नहीं आएगा.
Still got Autumn over on that B-long info line.
इन लोग का बाई कैसे आ रहा है हर एक राउंड हारने के बाद?
Direction to deny those info lines. Steltron clears all of middle out.
अच्छा यही रहा. अगर ये राउंड हार जाती है PRX तो उसके बाद उन लोगों को सेव करना ही पड़ेगा. फुल जोश में है सब.
Keep in mind, Autumn still is on that operator as well.
He's got the rendezvous for safety.
Some smokes to allow PRX safe passage. Ooh, Autumn managed to get away just in time. PRX, however, takes that as an invitation to continue pushing up front.
Something is
Cosmic
something,
Divide down as well. Pat tries to put up a
Batman नहीं
roadblock,
देखा
but unfortunately,
यही तो दिक्कत
he
है.
blocked off himself. Yudotan now back in towards Halls. Does he have a slight timing? Manages to take a hits-up duel against something. Envy trying to get the spike down. Divide out from behind will continue to block things off, and then a 1v3 left for Crystal.
देखा.
Nice open plant. Nightfall in play, so PRX don't really want to think about playing on the site. Don't want to get caught by that Fade ultimate.
पूरा टीम को खाली कर दिया अभी
this
पे.
one. It's been a rough game for Autumn. That's a round where you needed to see some impact on the operator with PRX heading in your direction, and he's just not able to. And Patman making a hero play. I mean, he's having a hell of a game. He was 18-5, but diving through a Cosmic and dying for free when you wanted to potentially set up what could have been a fast flood with the Neon. I mean, Yudotan only made it there a couple of seconds later.
Global का पैसा है, दिक्कत नहीं. Udotan के पास इतना कम पैसा कैसे?
He has double salvo special delivery in combination with something like a relay bolt and a fast lane to actually attempt a bit more of a cohesive retake. We saw them pull off something very similar to that with the Nightfall from Crystal across backhaul just a few rounds before. So that's a case of GE, I think, getting a little bit too ahead of themselves, unfortunately, and something punishes quite heavily. I mean, he's still having a great game. Great game here.
Batman को इतना जल्दी push नहीं करना था उसमें.
Overheat. Still a big gap between the both of them, though.
मैं कैफे है मस्त.
Vibe in the PRX comms,
देखने में अच्छा लग रहा है ये. मस्त कैफे में बैठ के सब लोग वॉच पार्टी कर रहे हैं. इंडिया में ये है, मतलब ग्लोबल कंडक्ट कराती है, ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं कराती है. स्पैम दे और स्पैम दे.
More spams and he thinks to stick around while Crystal comes back in for a bit more assistance. Still has a Nightfall in his pocket.
Yeah,
पीछे जाओ.
Nice opening kill from Yudotan. Perfect movement.
मिल गया पिक. पता नहीं चला ये राउंड. वही तो लोग फुल स्पीड में घुस रहे हैं.
Invi's got nothing left. There's the consume. They want GE to give them a fight here.
GE.
Nightfall completely zones that away. I mean, there's no hope of getting back into A main for PRX, and the spike was in spawn that whole time, so even if they wanted to speed up into A, they couldn't have.
Fight's just not necessary. Not when PRX lacked this much control. Stealth drone along a slight creep up, and Divide finally hears the footsteps. Good to make it a trade at the very least, but then suddenly GE seeing that there's nothing outside of A. It's down to Autumn to get prepared.
Nice to take the Astra out of the equation. That's going to make a potential post plan on this B side of the map a little bit more palatable as Autumn slinks away into heaven, not feeling bold enough to take a fight. With Divide going down, GE is going to flank through spawn side, and there's not going to be any kind of tell for PRX, who go for a safe plant.
Maybe just to hear the footsteps, though. Forsaken, close enough. Hasn't really heard it yet, but now with the Neon moving around. At the same time, Autumn onto this late push could just be a thorn in PRX's sides. Pat will do good to make it a trade. Down to just Autumn left. Oh, quick with the checks as well. PRX managed to find a bit of recovery.
Yeah, nice 3K for Envy, even after they lose something inside of A main. Do a good job pressuring that A site, baiting out utility for GE, including the Nightfall. Now with 2 gun rounds back-to-back, won by PRX, despite the fact that they start this one with a disadvantage, they've actually broken GE's money. So a chance at a 4th round, and given how this game started, honestly, putting up 5 at the half for PRX would be a big difference maker. That's exactly where you want Envy though, right in the middle of the pack in a post plant. He's going to hit all those shots.
On to the next round, like you mentioned. Money broken, and PRX have to play a little bit safer than before. Prowler goes down to clear out initial entrances around Pillar.
You get the Sheriff Light Armors out. Yudotan has got a Judge Armor here, because he's going to have an overdrive no matter what. So even if he does go down, can potentially invest that in the next round. Flash on out. Autumn sticks around. He's got his rendezvous for safety.
Oh,
another missed opportunity.
Reaction time slow है उसका.
That's going to ward PRX with the A site. Wall being set up as well.
Envy का position बहुत खतरनाक है रे.
The rest of PRX set up a nice post plant on A. They're going looking for him.
Autumn has spotted him down at the end. We'll see if Envy can actually stand up to the task. Manages to fend off to and looks for An escape route will be corralled by Javi at the very least, so that's a weapon picked up by GE now.
यस भाई क्या बोल रहे? कमबैक होगा, कमबैक देखते हैं.
Way too much time off the clock to come back in on this retake now, I'd assume.
PRX का फॉर्म चल रहा है.
More than likely. Pat, however, still stealthy as ever. Manages to take down a couple more. Javi now revealing himself out by stairs, and something looks to shoot himself back into the game. PRX onto the 4th.
It's good recovery here on the attacking side.
7-5 round यार, थोड़ा सा difficult होगा. पहले जब था वो ठीक था.
Now that PRX can consider
अभी थोड़ा सा pressure हो जाएगा उन लोग
moving on to the defense. I'm hoping they won't be getting bombarded by Armageddons every other round.
लगता है मेरे को अभी थोड़ा सा pressure हो जाएगा.
Another fight over towards A main for both of these teams on the cards here.
Get out of my way.
This time with salvos, bit of zoning.
It's a dirty horn from Envy.
जो भी है उडोटन ठीक मत करना, जो भी हो जाए.
Alert PRX as to how G might be positioned.
उडोटन ठीक मत करना. Good.
Poke around too much, they'll back off from the smoke.
Cheeky salvo trying to flush them into Udaton, who does have the overdrive ready to rip if we end up in a retake scenario.
Guys, 7 likes done already.
One off of the
Let's complete 10 likes. Double digit कर दो यार. मजा आ जाएगा भाई.
PRX very much slowing down this round, anticipating some aggression, but with only 58 seconds to figure out what they want to do here.
Sound आ गया पिस्टल को.
Stealth drone spots out the device is stuck around here.
Oh, and then suddenly that peek out from Udotan.
टाइम दो उन लोग को, एक पुश हो जाएगा अभी.
Oh, and with quick updraft, the blade storm.
एक खाली
he
है
snipes
पूरा.
down Javi. Pat, he's still in position, still has a chance, and with that kill immediately off to the Armageddon. It's a bit off to the side though, but just buys enough time for him to reposition himself. Out with the thorns as well. PRX just looking to segment more of the site. They've managed to snipe down Pat. All that's left is the back of sight, but here comes Autumn. Suddenly activated with that operator. Down to the 2v2. A plant afforded for PRX.
Nice,
turns back around in an instant.
nice.
10 seconds left. And Envy's starting to sweat.
He's dead.
Around the corners, jumping shorty.
Nice
We've
one.
seen a few
ये
of
जो
these
एक्सपेक्ट
today,
करना लास्ट
but
मोमेंट के
nonetheless,
पीछे से आ
it's
सकता है.
GE to put themselves up
पता
by
नहीं कॉल किसका था उन लोग का. ऑटम ने खुद किया है वो अलग बात है. मेरे को लगा कॉल होगा
For
ये.
you to get into play there. This is ridiculous for something. I mean, Udotan sees the device there by himself and thinks that's only the lurk, so he immediately just wants to go and bully him, not expecting the rest of PRX to be
पता ही नहीं
behind.
चला भाई
That's
जावी
a
को.
ridiculous updraft for something. He just does things on Jet that
Nice
I
one,
don't think
रे.
other players are even aware
Nice
of.
one, nice one, guys.
Halftime.
Despite that, it's GE with the
8-4.
rounds.
चलो.
I mean, again, Pat just gets so much
पिस्टल
work
जीतना
done
पड़ेगा
there in a
यार.
situation where
नहीं
you
तो वो
have
लोग
like
क्रॉस
10
कर
HP
जाएगा.
and
इजी
you're
क्रॉस
standing
हो
on the edge
जाएगा.
of like 2 or 3
पिस्टल
different
इज
pieces of
वेरी
fuel,
मच
so it's
इम्पोर्टेंट नो.
another kill. 500. Damn, man.
When do you see that?
Yeah.
We've had some insane numbers past the first half, but this one takes it at a whole new level.
I mean, you got to get the Hong Tai at this point. If that's what he's doing with that.
क्या गेम सेंस है? पीछे देख लिया चेम्बर ने. हाँ,
why
गेम
not?
सेंस है उसका. मे बी शायद कॉल आया हो आईजीएल का कि एक जन का तो पोजीशन पता है और एक पीछे से बैकस्टैब आ सकता है लास्ट मोमेंट पे, क्योंकि उनको दूसरे का पोजीशन नहीं पता नहीं था पूरा राउंड से. तो मे बी वो मिड से वॉक करके पीछे से आए, तो मे बी आईजीएल का कॉल हो सकता है कि पीछे देखो. तो उसी मोमेंट पे उसने पीछे देखा और वो आ गया उस टाइम पे. थोड़ा सा लक भी फैक्टर काम करता है इसमें, तो हो सकता है. मेरे को लग रहा है आईजीएल का कॉल हो सकता है, क्योंकि उस मोमेंट में ना दिमाग चलता नहीं कि भाई सामने डिफ्यूज करना है, पीछे से बंदा आ सकता है उस मोमेंट पे. जब खाली रहोगे तब तो पता मतलब आता है कि हाँ पीछे से घूम के आ सकता है, पूरा टीम है साथ में. तो उस टाइम पे थोड़ा प्रेशर हो जाता है दिमाग पे. तब आईजीएल कॉल देता है तो वो थोड़ा इजी हो जाता है. ये लोग फुल पुश कर रहे हैं. जावी पिक मत करना, जावी पिक मत करना, प्लीज प्लीज पिक मत करना, प्लीज.
Slight creep up from middle, but Javi. What? Okay.
जाने दिया उसको?
You cannot let him get away there. That's crazy. That was a freebie. I mean, you don't know what the rest of the setup is behind that, to be fair, so maybe you're thinking that someone's holding you, but it does feel like a missed opportunity.
अबे मिस अपॉर्चुनिटी कैसे पता चलेगा उसको कैसे पता कि वहाँ पे एक ही बंदा है सो वो ऐसे बनी हॉप करते हुए जा रहा है उसको कोई और एक कवर दे रहा है तो वो पिक किया उसको वो भर देगा फिर वैसे बताना मुश्किल है ना ये लोग कुछ भी बोलते कभी-कभी टाइमिंग का मैटर तो है हाँ पूरा 8 पूछे थे
Meanwhile, Pat on the lurk as well, something that he has done before on the PRX squad. Still though, onto the site,
nice
and
one.
it's instant
Trade,
collisions.
instant trade.
Forsaken being
Nice
able
one.
to take down a few, but
सब instant trade हो रहा है
So further hampering down the numbers advantage, if any.
अबे देख पीछे clear कर
It's
angle
Forsaken.
Angle clear कर दे भाई
For the Reptile squad now, and they will spread their arms all across the site, turning back in towards the back of Flowers as well, and it's Forsaken off to a quad.
I mean, in a round where he should have been dead to rights, caught in middle there on the spot from Crystal, he comes up with 4. I mean, you're kicking yourselves as GE. And that's another round, like both pistols, where you plant default and then flip the map and right backside. And then you can't even play the post plant. Udatan doesn't check this corner. Pat gets cleared out. Nice little push together. Something and Jing hand in hand in middle.
20 तक ठीक था जब मतलब ट्रेड पे ट्रेड हो रहा सब तक
not even planted for you.
Santo.
Yeah.
Well, if anything, G still has some timeouts left, so let's just continue to keep an eye on things for now. We're back into another A main contest, but the salvos doing quite a bit.
Something.
Okay.
Not really interested in how much util you throw at him. You know that he's always keen for a fight, especially against the pistols. And look, GE, it's very impressive A main take.
Flawless.
Really cool stuff. But
not against an outlaw.
Doesn't matter, bro.
ये क्या बोला अभी
It's always something.
पता नहीं भाई मतलब
क्या imagine for Frost.
देखा बात आ रहा है
2 rounds now.
They give the orb.
मैं second shot क्या मारा
See it back there. Might have been Crystal. Flawless anti-eco for PRX. It's a dead even game now as they head into their bonus round. Full play up for GE. Some beautiful stuff prepped on their defensive side. Let's see what they come up with on attack.
Initial hold.
अभी शांत का मतलब आप गूगल करके देखो तो क्या मतलब है
Once again,
मेरे को नहीं पता भाई
makes it a challenge but gets tagged instead.
Okay.
Something comes back in for a re-peek.
कुछ भी मार रहा है रे ये
Yeah, Patman and Autumn very low.
दोनों को 10-10 HP बना दिया
Coming into this particular round.
They're playing the long game, Pilly. Get the alt points.
Let PRX back into the game. That's a longer game.
ये राउंड हार जाएगी ग्लोबल
Definitely.
Guarantee.
Oh my god.
1-2 setup. This could be a C's hot hands if they come up art side here. Although Jing's already used it earlier in the round.
Oh, you got the Thorns instead. Just the off angle held. Checked by the Prowler. And instantly quick on the trigger finger as well. Jing unfortunately goes down, but GE, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. They're trying to get themselves over on the site. Defy, enabled by the flashes, will go off on a tear. Despite the so-called weaker weaponry, suddenly it's Crystal into a 1v3. Still trying to isolate the duels, but not anticipating something around the corner with that Outlaw again. It's PRX 7-8.
Without the Outlaw damage, the Spectre never looks that scary. I mean, against a full buy on that particular angle, you usually wouldn't get one kill. You might get one, and then you get traded. But when 2 of these players have 10 HP, that looks pretty nice.
AC1 basic pro na. AC1 direct champions खेले.
Zavi, and then Crystal closed in on.
Bo.
Okay, so.
कर लो कुछ भाई ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स जल्दी टाइम नहीं है कल सुबह पनवेल निकलना है
कुछ
तो करो
PRX with the smoke, she got the shear wall as well. Jing around.
जी तो गया
Connector. This is
सब ट्रू स्ट्रेस पे खेल रहे हैं सब ने ऑलमोस्ट
Oh, Defy, what have you done? Spray transfer.
I mean, that's just a complete shutdown. You can see GE is quite trepidatious, just staring at that vice wall. Defy sitting inside of the smoke. Jing well aware that they're not able to make any more inroads. Perfect curveball timing. Starts spraying away. And Divide to follow that up. Another anti-eco closed out flawlessly by PRX, who have evened up the scoreline now. Into another gun round for GE on this attacking side. Let's see what they come up with after losing 4 in a row.
Hey, they pushing mid. They have mid. They 1-3-1.
Spike down mid.
Cries of despair just because of something and Forsaken, but Yudotan charges himself back in. Now you might have an open A site.
Yeah, heroes been needed, and Yudotan is stepping up, but something has done many heroic plays today.
Autumn, he's got to be the one to stand up to the task. He's been missing all throughout the map. Suddenly comes back in around. Could it be a rabbit to chase? GE still hasn't quite found a decisive take.
Yeah, Devise on the flank though. Forsaken's tucked himself nice and snugly into pit. Feels like no matter where GE goes, there's just going to be snags to trip up on.
All those stars. It's just Forsaken though.
Okay, delay this planet quite significantly, but he's very much on his own over here.
Right? Just one guy, but sometimes the right guy in the wrong place, and things could get tossed apart. It's down 2v2, something off to the back of spawn. Yudotan wants to get ahead of it. The Cosmic Divide even pushed down just to set Yudotan up. Jumping across with the shorty, he will get checked. Something immediately backing off. Divide, what's the plan? Steel Garden immediately ripped, and GE just avoids it completely. Spike planted for them towards the back of spawn as well, but Divide suddenly springing back around. Steel Garden didn't cover everything.
1v1, 1v1.
Just enough for Hami to go swinging past his own wall. Divide! If you're always ready, you don't got to. And now that's PRX taking the lead against GE off a Red Bull clutch.
देखा उन लोग का 80 था, 8-4 round था, अभी 8-9 हो गया है.
GE did such a good job coming back into that round. Yudotan going and finding that peak in the middle of the map after this round doesn't start particularly well. Swing from Patman, punish. Envy picked up inside of Art. Did a really good job just team playing their way into something, and although the Steel Garden does zone them, that grab well is perfectly timed, but unfortunately the spacing is just not there.
Timeout.
Device so clutch in those positions. Now PRX have got the advantage. First time out for GE.
8-4 था, half खत्म हुआ. 8-4 से भी 9-8 है. देख रहे हो? ये देखो. 8 राउंड जीता, उसके बाद 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 राउंड लगातार जीते हैं. और पिछले का 5 राउंड लगातार जीते हैं.
Yeah, multiple instances where you just see, you know, potential winnable moments.
मतलब अटैक में जी अभी तक एक राउंड भी नहीं निकाल पाई है.
You know, even with the numbers
क्या ही
being
बताऊं
tossed around, I just, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, Patman's definitely showed up to this game and had some very, very big individual rounds, but I mean, it feels like Autumn has been completely rattled by the performance on Split.
Trying to avoid that, but yeah. And sometimes when you're up against something, but that's the one that you miss.
Now we wait.
I mean, yeah, especially on the chamber. That is an agent that does not have very much impact unless you're fragging. Sure, you can hold the info lines and inform the setups and apply pressure on the lurk, but in terms of utility, it doesn't really offer much to the team.
PRX now encouraged by it. We did see an Odin, but I think gonna hand that off. Back over with GE, trying to set something up towards B.
Nightfall could set the rest of GE up for success. It's a 3-man hold over here for PRX.
And Slight with the high-low as well. Thorns also support just coming in, swinging with the
लोग एक ही जगह पे क्या कर रहे हैं?
into a corner, and now it's Devi's turn to get involved. Not too bad though, relaying forward with the Stinger and Crystal.
3 लोग एक ही जगह पे क्यों भाई?
Some numbers back for GE. Are they intending
एक सेकंड रुको यार, थोड़ा सा कैमरा ऑफ कर रहा हूँ.
Something's around the corner, and you should be able to hear that tailwind as well.
Armageddon's in play now for Patman, and he's got his salvos ready to go. Straight across backhaul, but it doesn't clear something. Oh, beautiful salvo.
Oh, what? He still tries to get ahead. Javi makes it a trade. Off to the Marshall, but suddenly it's Jing's play. His world, and you're just living in it, Pat. Looking for a weapon. Anything possible with 30 seconds left.
I don't think he's even got time here. He has to go B. Do you have time to make it at A? This is a good thought experiment, but I don't think so.
Time नहीं मिलेगा रे
If it
उसको.
does, it's going to be really close. You just cannot consider anything
I
else.
don't think so, bro. I don't
10
think so.
seconds left.
Time नहीं मिलेगा.
Like 5 seconds remaining, maybe.
Yeah.
No, it's not
time.
even. There's no time.
Rough.
NT.
Forsaken cleans it up. And PRX are on a tear at
Time
one
नहीं
point.
मिलेगा बोला था. थोड़ा
Down,
सा पहले
what
निकलना.
was it? 1 and 7. 1 and 7. And what a resurgence since then. Back to that dominance that we saw over
भाई
on
एक ही
Split.
corner
This
में
has just
3
turned
लोग.
into a stomp.
Haven't dropped a single defensive round. Well, let's see. I mean, the upcoming round, that should be the one after the timeout.
It's another really nice Armageddon from Patman. Like, he leaves a gap to be played in there on purpose.
They're both Russians smiling at each other. That's cute. But yeah, you're absolutely right. But unfortunately, doesn't really amount to the round. So now with the buys coming back in, but despite the flashes, once again, Forsaken something are just ready at the drop.
That's just rough. Relay Bolt goes forward. Just to zone PRX away, but it really doesn't matter anymore. Already down 2 players. You've lost your Teo.
Have a little bit of reach around middle, but ultimately the biggest obstacle would still be Ilya Petrov. A shot through the wall. A swap to the shorty. And the last player standing behind those doors, Ilya has to reload onto that operator, but at the same time, Forsaken just comes back in to take his place. Updraft all around. Javi just trying to keep them at an arm's reach. Has his own op as well, but oh no! What is this peak?
Oh my god. This is just insult to injury for PRX.
Salt to the wound.
That's a lot of green in the timeline.
मैं अभी तो ट्रॉल कर रहा है भाई उन लोग को.
Flash. As soon as GE peaked, the
अभी
curveball
ट्रॉल हो
from
गया पूरा.
Arch blinds both of them. And I don't even know if it would have mattered, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh
Time
no.
out.
We had to cut that off for...
Yes.
अभी फट रहा है. अभी फट रहा है.
Salty.
अभी फट रहा है.
We'll
Frost
jump
अभी
up.
finally
We don't
भर
have
रहा
a
है
beat
भाई.
button yet, so... We're not allowed to
Frost
air that.
finally भर रहा है भाई.
But remember, like, what happened
पूरा
last
मैच
week
कुछ नहीं बोला, अभी भर रहा है.
against KRX, you know? And then Frost tweeted out after that, composure is key for the team, but
I mean, I don't even know, man. I feel like Patman has done the most this game, and he's won GE a handful of rounds with a few people chipping in here and there, but this has kind of been a Patman carry, and outside of that, there really hasn't been a lot to speak of for GE. They had a 7-1 start in this game and just couldn't work their way into it.
it looked sick. They had those combo utility trap setups, Armageddon, everything, the salvos, and a little trademark with
मुश्किल है अभी
the
जीतना.
Nightfall play in the first half.
Thank you for reacting, love, guys.
On
Thank
the
you so
attacking
much.
side, I
Thank
mean,
you.
Every turn, PRX is somehow around the corner, and we might have the same thing again. Into a main we go.
Batman 24-16.
PRX looking for a fight
Autumn
once
का
again.
नहीं चल रहा है अरे.
You want to play? Let's play.
Salvos on both sides. Oh, computer time. It's like back to split again, isn't it? Okay.
खत्म.
It's done.
GG's
The
guys.
round's done.
GG's.
It's not just a
Watch
round.
party हर मैच करो bro.
I imagine
यार
they
हर
should
मैच
be
तो
able to
करने का
line up on the
परमिशन
next
नहीं है
one,
मेरे को
but,
बस ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स का
running into
परमिशन
the
मिला है करने का.
top or the
बात
stands,
देखने
like,
के लिए
but
तो
like,
यार
they
हमको
just keep
ग्रो
moving
करना
around the
पड़ेगा.
setup clamp,
ज़्यादा
you know?
ऑडियंस
Like
चाहिए
at one
होगा.
point you're trying to contact
तब
mid at the
VCT
start
से
of the round
परमिशन
and they're
मिलेगा.
two
फिलहाल
man on
अभी
double doors with
ग्लोबल
G throwing a
स्पोर्ट्स की
flash
तरफ से
on
मेरे को
R.
ग्लोबल
Then you
का
go,
ही
alright,
मैच
let's go
का है.
eight.
Nope,
Three
PRX
players
Watch
set
party
up
कर
over
सकते
there.
हैं.
Hot hand sees something on the off angle.
समझ
Computer
में
time goes
आया
down
क्या?
and then you get the op on the line. It's like, yeah, it doesn't matter where you go. PRX is in the perfect position.
Okay.
Autumn does get a pick in the
Okay.
middle of the map. There's a lot more footwork needed for GE with only 48 seconds to do it.
As a trio, perhaps go down through
GGWP
streets. Something's
yes.
around the corner, but he
GG
has
तो हो
an
गया
option.
भाई.
Probably, depending on the timing, he probably doesn't want to peek it just yet. Oh no. G are walking into connector.
He's just going to drop the cloud burst as soon as he shoots, isn't he? Nope. He wants to
Strike
fight
down
another
mid.
player.
30 seconds
Okay.
left.
I mean, that's classic something, isn't it?
Yeah.
ऑटम का
Immediately
गन दिला
wants to take
देना.
another duel. Divide just outside the range of the trip here. And GE haven't opened B site. Not that they know that.
With lucky
They
3
might not.
stars here.
might not even expect the Vi to be out by long. 10 seconds, and they really have to nail down the spike plant. So, bodies on top of bodies, but the Vi just finds the right angle, right place. Easy work for PRX to get up to series point now.
It's a flawless defensive half.
Not while I'm
Haven't been a single dent put into it by GE.
match point.
GE का the end, guys.
You want to play? Let's play.
When you look at that, it's like
देखो जी तो
you
मैच
do
नहीं
get the
निकाल पा
stun,
रही है. At
salvo,
least आप
plus a consume,
थोड़ा सा
but still PRX walk away with 2 kills.
सब्सक्राइब
in
करके
the
थोड़ा
A-main
सा
exchange
बढ़ा
there.
सकते हो. चिल्ला रहा है तेरी.
Second's enjoying himself a little bit too much.
Okay, calm down, buddy. Yeah. Alt online, operator in line.
चलो कोई बात नहीं.
This
क्या ही
time,
बोले अब.
hope for a successful
क्वालीफाई तो कर
beat
जाएगी.
push. It's
टॉप 4 में
Jing
तो होना पड़ेगा
alongside
क्वालीफाई
NVIDIA
के लिए.
in
उतना तो हो
position to
जाएगा.
play spoiler.
लेकिन खराब खेला आज.
Ooh, salvos. It's Jing trapped now. Oh, actually. Okay, just hopped over the ledge.
स्पैम स्पैम स्पैम
Fighting out
स्पैम
in the open now.
स्पैम
PRX
दे रहे हो
sticking
तो
around,
पूरा
Jing
दो
on
ना.
pillar.
आधा आधा काहे दे रहे हो.
You got a little bit of movement
दिल से
outside of
जी
middle as
दिमाग से
well.
पेपर एक से.
Tight spams will take Jing down.
ऐसा मत
PRX
बोलो
up the whole
रे.
map though. Udatan punishing Forsaken for the push up on top middle at a minute and 10 seconds.
बैटमैन लेफ्ट में एक दे ना.
Something was on top
दे
mid
एक
as
दे
well.
एक दे.
Oh no.
ओए बाप रे.
Trades back. Udatan calls.
एक खाली एक खाली जा 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 जा
It's gonna
खत्म
take
खत्म
them
खत्म
so long to beat him up
खत्म.
over there.
क्या मारा रे उस टाइम पे. बाप
Envy
रे.
and something without too much information here. Still looking for duels.
गन
over
उठाओ
towards
गन
B.
उठाओ.
So this
ऑटम.
could be around for GE.
नाइस.
Still possible. Just depending on how GE plays it. Udatan clearing out as much as
बे जाना.
possible.
Still
वो लोग आ
pros in
गया
play
अब
for
तो.
both sides. Crystal's now got his haunt back.
कॉल दे दिया
30
उसको.
seconds left.
Take this
तुमने
shot.
बोला
Could be
नहीं.
good
Should
for
I
the fun
return
next set of
Razor?
rounds, but
आओ ओ हाँ बोलना भूल गया. वो
on the
वाला
task
में
at
अभी
hand.
नहीं है मेरे
Okay,
पास.
spike planted,
अगर
player
दूसरा कुछ हुआ
upstairs,
तो बताऊंगा. ठीक है.
Autumn out towards main.
दूसरा कुछ रेजर का
Something
परचेस
can
किया तो मेरे को
still-
बोलना.
if- he's got a-
वो
another
डेथ
tailwind
एडर
in
का
one
क्या
kill,
बोलते हैं
and
वो
he can
थोड़ा
rip his
सा
Bladestorm here,
क्या
but
बोलते हैं
GE are just
एंट्री
playing
लेवल
very
माउस है
safe.
उन लोग का. तो उसमें अभी फिलहाल ऑफ नहीं चल रहा है.
PRX safe as well.
मेरा जो मतलब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में वो जो इवेंट उन लोग का चलेगा उसमें जो रहेगा प्रोडक्ट उसमें बस होगा. ठीक है.
In position, and that's Autumn down again. Crystal, the last one, just gets plucked out from mid-air.
GG's guys,
And
GG's.
despite
नहीं आप
the
परचेस कर लो
hopeful first
ब्रो.
half from Global,
GG's
PRX
guys.
lock themselves into playoffs.
Make
with
sure
a
you like the
resurgence
stream
in
and
the
if you're
second
new,
half.
Just never
subscribe
gets easier.
for
It's a
hashtag
dominant streak
PRX
in
fighting.
the favor of PRX, not only Alex v Frost, but
कोई बात
PRX
नहीं
v
यार.
Global
Well
as well.
played.
That just continues.
LSO
to
बीच में
spiral
चिल्लाना
in one
पड़ा तब
direction.
जाके इन लोग का निकला
That's a
है.
flawless defensive side
Well
on
played,
Pearl
G,
after
guys.
being down to 1-7 at one point in that
यार
game.
डिमोटिवेट मत
Just
हो यार.
feels like PRX can flip
अच्छा
a
खेला,
switch,
अच्छा खेला.
and there's nothing you can do.
GG's PRX
It
fighting.
doesn't matter if you're GE or even some of the teams overseas. If they decide they're going to stop you, then you know you're just mere passengers in a game
भाई
against
इन लोग का
PRX.
ऊपर देख रहे हो ऊपर ऐसा करके.
The conductor is here after all, and unfortunately,
Flat
at
core.
this point,
Autumn.
you put your chances of getting into playoffs into the hands of other teams maybe a little
भाई
bit
तू
more.
चल.
as you think about
खड़े
next
जाके
week as
पार्टी
well,
करना
but
है.
for now,
अरे
PRX,
जरा पार्टी हो रही है.
what a day. The first map was already quite a wash, but down onto the second half of Pearl, despite everything from Patman,
चलो
all
कोई
his
बात नहीं
best
guys.
efforts, that
Well played.
500 ACS in the first half, this is
GG's.
still incredible plays.
I mean, he's still topped the server despite a loss from GE. Patman put on a clinic today. He seems to have
देखो
no
global
issues
के बाद
playing against his former team. So
ग्लोबल
love to
क्योंकि
see him in
इंडियन
the server
ऑर्ग है
thriving,
इसलिए
but, as for the
ग्लोबल
rest
को
of
सपोर्ट
GE,
करना तो बनता
a
है.
little bit rough
obvious.
around the edges. They got a little bit to work on. That's back-to-back
हम
losses.
फ्रेंचाइज
after
को
starting
सपोर्ट
this
करते हैं.
group
अगर हम
so
प्लेयर्स
well.
को सपोर्ट
They
करने
dropped
लग
to
जाए
both
तो भाई
KRX and PRX 0-2, so
क्या
they've
ही
still got a
बताएं
little
अब.
bit more work to do in the rest
रीजियन ही
of the
शिफ्ट हो
group.
जाएगा.
Let's hear for the winners in PRX down on the stage.
वाओ ये क्या है. नाइस एनिमेशंस. Guys, 12 likes already done. Can we make it to 15 before ending? Can we do that? Just 3 more needed.
네, 이렇게 해서 페이퍼렉스가 승리를
दवाई को
가져가게
पकड़ा है।
됐습니다. 인터뷰로 페이퍼렉스의 다바이 선수 만나보겠습니다.
दवाई
승리 축하드립니다.
दवाई पी लो friends.
Congrats. Well, I'm on the stage here with PaperX's
PaperX
다바이.
fighting.
오늘
देखा मैंने
지휘를
बताया जो
상대로
वो
승리를
लिख के लाई है
하면서
वो
페이퍼렉스가
PaperX fighting.
플레이오프에 진출에 성공했습니다. 이제 오늘 스플릿에서의 경기력이 흡사 23년도의 페이퍼렉스 모습과 같다는 이야기도 나왔는데 오늘 플레이오프 진출에 성공한 소감부터 한번 들어보도록 하겠습니다. Well, congrats on making it to the playoffs. You know, your game on Split. You know, people were
बस
saying
इतना
that it was
जल्दी
almost
language
like
change किया
a
रे
throwback moment to the 2023
अचानक से बोलते हुए
PaperX.
तो language
Well,
change हो
how does
गया
it feel that you got your spot in the playoffs? I mean, it must feel nice, right?
Yeah, I guess usually we started from climbing from the bottom, but this time I think it's quite not easy, but I would say smooth. So I mean, obviously there's a little bit of mistakes here and there, but yeah, I'm happy that we
यार
show
ये
up
दवाई
and
मतलब मैच्योरली
we
बोलता
zero
है
them. So yeah, I mean, sorry, Pat. You played very well.
पहले
though.
भी देखा है
이제 이전과 달리 조금은 좀 더 앞선 출발점이 돼가지고 만족스러운 경기라고 이야기를 해줬고요. 뭐 상대팀에 있었던 이전 팀 동료였던 팬맨에겐 미안하지만 오늘 2대0 승리라서 더 만족스럽다고 이야기를 해줬습니다. 이제 오늘 또 페이퍼렉스가 그동안 기피해왔던 펄을 볼 수 있었는데 중간에 좀 아찔했던 순간들도 있었지만 오늘 지희를 상대로 펄을 고른 이유가 있었을 것 같아요. 그 뒷이야기에 대해서 한번 들어보도록 하겠습니다. Well, you guys, you know, opened Pearl for the first time here, especially against GE. You gotta explain why. Was it like an opportunity that you saw?
Basically, G doesn't play Pearl, so we don't want to play chicken with them. So we're like, okay, let's play Pearl against them. And they opened Pearl today. It was like, oops, let's go. But at the start, it doesn't look too hot. But I think we knew that both of us kind of like shaky on Pearl. And so, yeah, I guess we were the better team today on Pearl. I mean, thankfully. But yeah.
네, 상대
내가
글로벌
그냥 अच्छे से बोला
스포츠가
उसमें
조금은 펄을 워낙 안 좋아하는 팀이라고
Disrespect
생각을
नहीं
했고
करता है
이제 상대와의 눈치 게임에서 오늘 페이퍼렉스가 승리해서 만족스럽다고 이야기를 해줬습니다. 오늘 조금 더
जी पर खेला ही नहीं है ना उसका पिछले को स्टैट दिखा ही नहीं पाया VCT वाले
오늘 승리를 가져가게
दिखा था ना कि पिछले मैच
좋았다고
मतलब
이야기를
जब
해줬습니다.
खेला था उसमें
다음
कैसा क्या
상대가
परफॉर्म किया ये दिखा ही
가장
नहीं
많은 분들이
पाया
기대하고 있는 매치업일 수도
क्योंकि
있을 것
खेला ही नहीं है
같아요.
펄 कभी
PRX를
VCT में
만나게 되는데 이제
ग्लोबल में
플레이오프 진출을 확정하게 됐고 조금은 좀 실험적인 페이퍼렉스의 모습을 볼 수 있는지 다음 경기 어떻게 예상하는지 들어보도록
See you in
하겠습니다.
London and
Are you
Shanghai.
nodding because you understand what I'm
yeah.
saying in Korean?
No, I'm just acting.
제가 왜 옆에서 말하는데 계속 응 이렇게 이야기를 하냐고 물어봤거든요. 혹시 한국어를 알아듣는지. 근데 그냥 알아듣는 척을 하고 있다고 이야기를 해줬습니다. Alright, back to the question. Well, next up PRX. You know, it's a lot of people are anticipating for the match. Are you going to be a little bit experimental? What are your thoughts on the next game? Is it like win only mentality from here on out?
I think against DRX is always hard matchup. I think they're doing very well also. And I don't know. I mean, like we always don't look down the opponents. Doesn't matter who. But I think we're just gonna try our best and win them. You know, they've been looking very hot, especially Marco and Fracture, looking good. Yeah,
Marco and Fracture. भाई पिछले मैच पे वो धोया था भाई सबको.
I mean, not really.
Okay. 워낙 강한 상대라는 걸 알기 때문에 KRX는 이전에 만났을 때마다 되게 쉽지 않은 경기가 진행됐었다고 이야기를 해줬고요. 특히 마코 선수 프랙처에서 경기를 하는 모습이 인상 깊었기 때문에 절대 얕잡아보지 않고 최선을 다해서 경기를 준비할 거라고 얘기해줬습니다. 페이퍼렉스의 다바이 선수 인터뷰 만나봤습니다. Thank you, Dabai. Congrats on today.
Thank you. चलो guys, खत्म हो चुका है. And it's 2-0 from PRX against Global Esports.
Harder with one more match to go.
Again, PRX is not yet out of the league.
They
are going to the playoffs.
A 2-1 series, but they found their
group stage में वो लोग qualify कर लेंगे क्योंकि वो लोग top 4 में रहेंगे तो yes. Bottom 2 teams will get qualified. रुको मैं आप लोग को दिखाता हूँ.
Get around it. GE, I just think they're lacking that composure against the big names, and PaperX are just
मैं दिखाता हूँ
dripping
रुको
in
आप लोग को.
experience in this show today.
No, they really are, and this now like really solidifies. I think go back and check the statistics, but at the moment, it's only Lotus where PaperX have a higher attacker's win percentage compared to the defender side of the map. So
अरे तू निकलना भाई काटते कैसे
expect from PaperX. But I mean, we saw it here, even on the defense, they're still.
ये देखो फर्स्ट में DRX तीनों का तीनों जीता है लोग, ठीक है। फिर है PaperX आज 3 जीत गई, थर्ड मैच जीत गई, तो 3-1 सेकंड पे आ गए लोग डायरेक्ट। ग्लोबल थर्ड पे ही था, थर्ड पे ही है। नोंगशिम का मैच है तो उस पे डिपेंड करता है। नोंगशिम अगर किसके साथ है, नोंगशिम का रुको, नोंगशिम का है PaperX के साथ, करेक्ट? यस नहीं PaperX के साथ है क्या? नहीं ये तो हो चुका है, रुको अपकमिंग giving detonation focus टीम अबे ये नोंगशिम जीत जाएगा रे, नोंगशिम ये वाला पेपर टीम सीक्रेट का भी कंडीशन उतना अच्छा तो है नहीं। फिर ग्लोबल के साथ है, नोंगशिम का 2 मैच पे अभी। देखो ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स इधर थर्ड पोजीशन पे फिनिश करेगी या फिर फोर्थ पे, फिफ्थ पे जाने का कोई पोजीशन ही नहीं, क्योंकि ये दोनों को हरा चुका ऑलरेडी, और ये लोग भी इन लोग से जीत नहीं पाएंगे DRX से और नोंगशिम से, मेरे को नहीं लगता। तो आई थिंक ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स विल फिनिश मोस्ट प्रोबेबली इन फोर्थ। अगर लक अच्छा हुआ एक मैच जीतती है दोनों में से तो थर्ड पे, गॉड नोज। तो वो लोग ग्रुप स्टेज से चले जाएंगे प्लेऑफ्स पे, जो कि मई 7 से स्टार्ट होने वाला है। यहाँ पे फिर सब लोग सीडियों के घुस जाएगा, फिर अपर ब्रैकेट लोअर ब्रैकेट खेलेंगे, जो हारेंगे यहाँ पे आ जाएंगे, उस हिसाब से होगा। और इसमें जो टॉप टीम्स होगा उसको इस हिसाब से प्लेसमेंट मिलेगा और पॉइंट्स मिलेगा चैंपियंस के लिए। सिंपल है, ठीक ही है।
It's always funny when I play versus him. I am playing well, so it just like I don't know. It's just like happening, you know, and I don't understand why. I mean, last time you.
चलो guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Bye bye, goodbye, टाटा। मिलते हैं अगले स्ट्रीम पे। देखते हैं अगर और कुछ स्ट्रीम करेंगे आज बाद में तो लेट्स सी, और अगर नहीं होता है तो कल करेंगे स्ट्रीम, ठीक है? कल दोपहर को स्ट्रीम करेंगे, ठीक है? अगर आज नहीं करते हैं तो चलो गाइस, गुड बाय, टाटा, बाय बाय, सायोनारा। मिलते हैं आपसे अगली स्ट्रीम पे, तब तक के लिए गुड बाय।
Is that the key to playing well?
No, I don't think so. Don't be sick, guys. Be healthy, boys.
Alex is gonna
don't
just
be like me. Yeah.
I got the juice like a snow cone, ice in my veins and a cold flow. I'm getting cash overseas by the boatload. You wanna ride my wave? That's a no-go. Senoritas going loco, make it bounce like a pogo. All my haters see rojo, they big mad cause they coming up short like Frodo. Activate the beast mode, I keep it hot, give your brain a heat stroke. You ain't a big shot, you some basic B-roll. The world is mine like my name's Pacino. Hey, it's Nico, I guess I'm back. Catch me in the fast lane on the right track. And my shorty is a 10 like a dime bag. Got me feeling like a millie, check the price tag. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, ain't no time for pit stops. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a